Alright, welcome. This is Welcome to Arenthul, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign, and I'm karmaticneutral. Last we left off, the party had gone on a quest to defeat the remainder of a coven and retrieve an artifact for Raventh from them. The party successfully and aggressively quickly completed the mission, and we left off after they managed to wipe out the coven and all of their minions with little to no difficulty. I don't think we
owned.
That was so annoying. Anyway, I think that is all the business. I don't think there's anything new, so I'm just going to pick off where we left off. So you guys had finished off all of the troops.
Oh wait, what about the money?
The money.
Money,
In the
yes. Yeah, this is the, by the way, Ostarion, this is the introduction campaign to Arenthul. There are actually additional stories that take place on this island afterward.
Wow. Nice, dude. Alright.
Yeah. But yes, money. I wrote it down somewhere. That's something I should have. Stop storing it there. There we go. From loot, after all of the pot that has been built up to this point, you each have 51 gold pieces and 17 silver pieces.
Nice.
Yeah.
There were things that I had forgotten, and I went back and rewatched some videos and realized I never gave you gold for it. So, you have it now.
I was just trying to remember, did we find anything, like any good gubbins at the witch's lair or whatever, or do we get that far?
So Tana found a sort of totem on a necklace that she has 100% belief is not magical. And you guys found the orb.
So it's magical.
Oh, and he found the emeralds, but they didn't do anything at all.
Oh yeah, the 2 emeralds that were about that big around a matching set.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so you guys looted everything. The witch's body actually starts to decay and turn into like a kind of mush while you're standing around. And that's it.
It's a pretty good opener.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, did we check all the buildings and stuff, or
Yep.
other stuff? Okay.
You found a small chest in the one building, and the other one was pretty much empty.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, shall we head back to town, I guess? After that walk in the park.
Probably.
A nice little stroll in the wilderness.
Oh wait, how close are we to Bugas? Because you said we were pretty close.
You're here.
There, right?
No.
Oh,
you were
okay,
closer
never
to the
mind.
mountain.
Oh, okay. Shrug. I don't know where we are, guys.
Uh,
Sorry. Gotten us lost.
No, it's fine. Let's just go back to Chavac now.
Did you want to go to Brush? Because I don't care.
I wanted to go back to Thajax's place and see what would happen if we didn't fuck up at the end of his puzzle. But that can wait for another day.
Alright. Yeah, I guess let's just get back.
Right. Then you guys head out on your journey, and you get starting the day off right, man.
Yeah, dude. Notice that? That +7, though.
Critical liver.
Critical liver.
He's gonna start turning yellow before he gets drunk.
Yep.
Tap me for a good time.
Alright, so you guys are on the road. You did set up camp before you went into the graveyard itself. So it is actually still pretty early in the morning, just before noon, when you guys head out. So you make it to roughly here, just north of this lake over here, before you have to stop for the night.
I don't see your pings, actually.
You don't?
No. Yeah, I know
Did you
where.
see mine?
But yeah, I just don't see.
Yeah, I
them.
didn't see
My
Rocky's
question
either.
is, I'm going to watch the stream for a second. Stream is not seeing them either. That's not good.
Stream doesn't see the pings?
Mine. They see
see
everybody
yours.
else's.
Oh, weird.
Do
Secret
you have the
ping.
wrong tools?
Do you see the green or the gray one, Ost?
I saw the gray
Yeah,
one.
we see the gray one.
But you don't see the black one.
Mm.
No black.
I don't see a black one.
That's oh wait, hold up. Now do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I was
Yeah.
on the GM layer. Ugh,
Mm.
that's annoying.
Nice.
All right, at least I know the reason. Okay. So you get to just above that lake. Do you guys just want to do your normal camp thing, or is there anything you guys want to do this night in particular?
No, I think I'm good, to be honest.
Where's the orb at? Is it still in Flintlocke's backpack?
Probably, unless somebody moved it.
Flintlock, can you check your backpack?
You can check my backpack.
Alright. I checked his backpack, Rocky. Is the orb still there?
If that's where you guys put it last week, then yeah.
Alright. Hey, Flintlock, can I just put your entire backpack up in a tree for now or something?
Why?
Just so it doesn't because it's like some type of weird mind control orb, and I don't want to sleep next to it or anywhere near it.
Oh,
Just
then
in
don't
case.
sleep near me, because I keep my stuff pretty close.
Alright,
It's where my food is, you know?
I'm gonna go find a tree to sleep in, Rocky, near the camp.
That'll. Let me do a quick roll. See the terrain of the area. Yeah, there are no trees that are big enough to sleep up in, but you could find a tree to sleep near a little way away.
Alright, that works.
Cut the tree down, sleep on top of it.
And that works. Alright. Alright, and watches. What order?
I'll go first, I guess.
I'll go second.
Cost.
Oh wait, does anybody need to learn any spells before we get that late?
I'm good.
I know I want to learn a few. Alright. Can I just roll that really quick, Becky?
Yeah, go ahead. What was it? Nature check I had you do for your spells?
Yeah.
Declare what you're learning
let
before
me-
you roll it.
Yeah, that's right. I gotta pull up the handbook. Alright. I swear I'm gonna learn useful stuff this time, and not just flamey stuff.
Wow.
Also, even your super robotic, it sounds awful voice is better with the new settings.
Alright. So it's still robotic, but not.
It comes and goes, but yeah.
It just started being,
Okay.
yeah, a little.
Alright.
That'd be a really good twist for the story, don't you think? That
would
the
be.
druid was one of those
Yeah.
robots, but she went haywire and decided to
Alright.
be a druid and burn stuff.
I'm going to learn Find Traps and Bug Skin.
The bark skin one, that is nature. Learn
Yeah.
traps. Or find traps, right? Is what it's called.
Yeah, Find Traps.
Oh yeah, you learned the bark skin one.
Okay.
The other one I'm going to say is survival, I believe.
Like a survival check, or it wouldn't be in my book?
A survival check to learn it. But yeah, it would be in
Okay.
your book, I think. Sure, I'll give it to you. And yeah, you learn them both.
Alright, cool.
I have one more spell to learn, I guess.
Okay.
It's Dissonant Whispers.
Oh.
Ow.
Okay. That's okay. Roll me a performance check. I don't like that spell. Yeah, you learn it.
I didn't pick that spell because I didn't think you'd like it, but I figured as a DM you probably wouldn't like somebody having that spell.
Yeah. Alright. We have Ostarion first and Flintlocke second watch. Tana and Captain Helga, who is taking 3 and 4.
I'll take the last one.
Okay.
So I'll do 3 then.
Ostarion, I need you to do a perception check for me about an hour into your watch.
Alright. Let me find it, sorry. Alright.
You get the vague sense that there is an unusual amount of static electricity in the air. But that's about it.
Okay.
Must be a herd of wild Pikachus passing nearby.
The rest of your watch passes uneventfully. Jim, your watch, or Flintlock, your watch begins and passes again about an hour, hour and a half into it, and I need you to roll me a perception check.
Some call me Jim.
You have no idea anything happened at all.
Totally quiet, guys. Nothing's going on outside the camp. We are totally safe. Do not worry.
Meanwhile, while Flintlock plays with the dirt at his feet, well, getting...
Flintlock,
increasingly
your
drunk.
watch ends relatively peacefully. And
Yeah, I'd say.
Captain Helga, you wake up,
Your watch
and I need you
ends.
to immediately, as soon as Flintlock wakes you up, roll me a perception check.
We're all dead, aren't we? We're all going to die.
You notice a vague scent of sulfur in the air.
Flintlock? Gross.
Alright, again, most of your watch passes uneventfully, but then I need another perception check about an hour later. You can tell that winds are picking up to an abnormal level. Is there
So I
any...
have... Yeah, I think I'm going to wake up Ostarion.
Ooh, lovely.
Okay.
You're the one I trust the most, so I'm going to tell him
Oh,
what
fuck.
I think's going on.
Okay, so based off of my prior knowledge, is there some roll that you would like me to make? Can I like identify if this is like a storm or if this is supernatural?
Yeah,
or...
so if you're trying to decide if it's a storm or not, then that would be a nature check. If you're thinking that it's some kind of arcane influence, that would be an arcana check, and you will get a response accordingly.
Okay.
And you
Being
can-
a ranger as well, one could make the argument that I would have studied weather in various books. So
At Ranger School.
That
At
would
Ranger
be
School.
the reason that you have
Go
proficiency
to-
in your nature checks.
I don't have proficiency in nature checks.
You don't?
but no, I have them in history.
before you got kicked out of Ranger School.
Why? How do you? What's your
Ranger school.
background? Oh, you went noble.
noble.
Oh, right. I thought that you went Tana's background. What's it called? Outlander. But no,
Yeah,
you're
that one.
noble.
Can I recall a book that I previously read about weather?
Yeah, go ahead and try. Yeah.
I read that book real well.
Okay, so you remember tale of storms that have hit this region in the past that would come on spontaneously and end quickly, but massive bolts of electricity would fire in the meantime, completely obliterating certain parts of the landscape.
We need to get out of the open. Now.
Am I awake yet?
Also,
I'm kicking everybody awake, I guess.
Ostarion, because I want you to give me a post, either perception or nature, I don't care. Post remembering the book.
I'm actually going to do perception, I think. That might have been nature. Okay, well,
That
I'm
works.
doing nature.
You can tell by observing the sky at this point that the storm has actually already passed.
Storm has already passed. Okay. Just kidding, guys. My bad. Sorry I woke you up.
Although, with that, you would have expected these winds to be passing as well, but they seem to be actually growing more intense, not less so.
Maybe we should still move anyway.
So I want to do an Arcana check before we do that.
Okay.
Alright. Do it.
You pick up lingering traces of some kind of nature magic in the area, but you aren't. It seems to be spent energy, not active.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should move. That would be smart.
Maybe we should wake up Tana and ask her if she can identify anything else.
Oh, good idea.
She's better at the whole nature thing than me, unfortunately. I hate to admit.
Alright, am I awake then?
Yeah, you get woken up and the sun is
I will
just
wake you
starting
up,
to
yes.
peek up over the horizon.
Alright, I'm gonna say, it's just a lovely sunrise.
There also
There-
happens to be like 30-mile-per-hour winds in the area right now.
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, that's an issue. Alright, I'll do a nature check on that first. Just see what's up. Better than most of those rows earlier.
You know that this is definitely not a natural air current.
Alright, this shit up there ain't natural, guys.
Wow.
That's
That's nice to me, man.
Really quick.
You get the same idea of spent arcane energy, but nothing else.
Alright. Perception check. That's not very good either.
You can tell that the wind is originating from the mountain range to the north of you, to the northwest.
So that one that the goblins went in?
No. The range, the mountain range.
That's not to the
Oh,
northwest, not east.
oh,
but-
that's the east. Yeah, okay.
Also, I pinged it, but I was in GM layer again. But
Would I know anything about like winds out of those mountains? Or
sorry, what?
would I know anything about winds from those mountains?
Nothing of this scale that you
Okay.
remember.
One at the dwarf? Because he's from there? Isn't that what the
You could
dwarf
ask him.
live?
Have
Hey,
him roll a
dwarf.
Hey,
history
yo,
check
Flintlocke.
in his wasted form. Yep.
Well, maybe we should just get on the move, honestly. I don't know.
I would suggest not holding anything metal just in case.
Isn't it
Is
just
it
windy, though?
lightning?
Because didn't we see the
I thought-
sunrise or something?
The sun is about to
Maybe.
come up. Yeah. The clouds are gone.
we
The
should find
wind. There's no like. There's just normal clouds in the sky. There's just a whole lot of wind for some reason.
Alright, we should be fine then. Let's just keep moving just in case.
Yeah, maybe we try and get to Shavak or something. Or at the very least we can get to some more forested areas. The wind will die down a bit.
You guys start to pick up camp, and just as you're about to leave your camp, you hear a echoing roar that seems to come from the mountain range. It sounds very similar to the sound that you heard from the dragon that you guys killed back in the Goblin's Cave, but definitely older, much, much older.
Can I do a nature? Sorry. Can I do a nature check to make sure it's the dragon?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or yeah.
And then I want to do a history check on dragons in the mountain range. Like,
Alright, nature, you know it
Oh
is
my gosh.
definitely a dragon.
Alright, cool.
But also, knowing with your experience with beasts of multiple types, you can tell from this sound that it is a roar of anguish, not anger or territory pride or it's pain.
Oh, there's a sad dragon over there.
Ostarion, you are pretty sure that there is no record of...
it is the
dragons
12,
in
by the way. Keep that in mind.
Oh, 12? Oh, because you have
Because I have
advantage on history. There's stories of dragons, but nothing abstractly. Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Oh wait, if we have proficiency in something?
No,
Like one
he
of those
has a
stats
specialty that gives him advantage.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So I'm assuming that Tana, you want to go save the dragon.
I would like to go find it at least, but it could always come find us if we don't.
Well, I'm fine with going. I just think we should proceed with caution.
Wouldn't it be like a multiple day trek to go into the mountains? And typically, you can't get into the mountains, if I recall correctly. Like, unseen forces
Alright.
will keep you here.
No, we can go into the mountains and stuff. You can't. Without, petrifying or something.
Is that... I don't know.
You have received many warnings, Ostarion, to never cross the mountain range. Most of them vague and without real, consequences if you do so, but you've been warned about it so many times from so many different sources that you've kind of just grown to listen to them.
It's just a Belrog. We'll be okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Alright, let's keep moving to Shavak then.
I'm just, I don't know.
Alright, about half an hour later, the wind picks up drastically, and you actually gain sight of what seems to be a massive flock of birds in the distance flying towards your party. Over the next 15 or 20 minutes, the wind continues to get more and more intense, and you eventually gain sight of what is now obviously a flock of dragons.
Alright. I would like to look for cover of some kind. Can I do a perception check?
Oh boy.
Can I do a perception check? 1, on if the dragons are going for us. 2, if there's any kind of surrounding cover that we could get into and hide. And yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I do a
With the
nature
20, yeah, you you find a pretty solid location where you can hunker down and not be seen from the height the dragons are flying at.
Okay, and then once we hunker down or whatever, I want to try and remember if this is anything like this has ever happened before. Like, I am assuming it hasn't, but even historically, if there have been any mentions of something like this.
You don't remember anything. Or with the 10. That there have been dragon migrations within...
That was a mistake. Sorry.
Okay. You know that there have been dragon migrations from these mountains before, but you're pretty confident that there's never been anything of this scale.
Okay.
This scale.
Yeah, that seems appropriate. So, as we're watching these dragons, like, there obviously seems to be one that's off by itself.
Yeah.
Or are they, like, is this, like, relatively real scale, basically, like, of where they are? Because we're up, like, here.
Yeah.
And so have they passed by now?
Yeah, originally it seemed that they were flying directly towards you, but as they started to come closer, they curved off in this direction. But this one over here curved away from the rest of the group and came over like that. So you see the majority of these dragons take refuge in these small isles around over here. But the large one in particular lands on this island.
Okay.
Is the big one the sad one? Or
give me a nature roll.
Are we somewhere really high that we can see all this? Because
it's like really flat land, I think.
Very flat land.
So we're
most
like
of it's
area, and we saw them like fly off towards the islands, I think. And it's like, isn't Arenthul's like not massive? It's more of like.
Didn't you get the memo? We're in North Dakota, y'all.
The island of North Dakota.
Island of North Dakota.
I'm sorry, what was the last question that happened? I missed it. Somebody asked a question. I was not paying attention.
Yeah, is the big dragon the...
Oh, right, that's what I was trying to answer. No, you are very confident that the dragon that flew over your head, none of the dragons that flew over your head are old enough to give the kind of roar that you heard earlier.
Alright.
Anything that you guys want to do there, or would you just like to continue to Travok?
I think it's suspicious that a whole bunch of dragons just flew over.
It's pretty suspicious. I don't know what else we can do about it, though. Or, like, maybe if we get to Travok, we can see if Ramet has any information for us.
That's assuming that he's still there.
Yeah, but, you know.
Are any of them, from like what we can see, like we know the ones over on the island, and you said the others landed on the smaller islands?
Yeah.
And none of them landed like on the island that we're on, so to speak?
Yeah, I don't know. They're not actively being aggressive as far as we can tell towards any like city or something, so...
Yeah, except for, you never know, that can change.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I'm curious. I'm up for like going to explore to find out what's going on with the dragons. But I think going to Travok is good too. Like I have both feelings.
Let's get rid of the orb, and then we can figure out what happened with the dragons.
I like that plan.
Because that, like, if there's a really smart dragon and they touch the orb, we could all be fucked. So let's not do that.
It's true. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just continue towards Travok, I suppose.
Alright, give me just one moment.
Just out of curiosity, were the dragons making any noise besides just flying?
There were roars, but nothing like extraordinary. just like a dragon's flying, and therefore it's making noise.
Okay. Well, sometimes if creatures are in distress, they'll make noises when they're flying.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Okay.
don't you speak Draconic,
Yes, I do.
Captain Helga?
Yes, I do.
Alright, cool.
That's the reason I want to go talk with the dragons.
Makes sense. Yeah, well, if Revenant doesn't have any information about it, like, we can totally go investigate more. And maybe if he doesn't have anything, we could go to Baresh and ask the people there, and then we could probably get like a boat or something.
I have a boat.
You have a boat?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you are a captain. Makes sense. Yeah, alright. Sounds good to me.
It might require some magic to use, but I do have a boat.
Alright. Yeah, well, I don't know. I guess that's game plan then. Set hike. Let's go.
Alright, so you guys make it the rest of the way to Travok with very few issues. You do notice that there are significantly fewer people on this main road than there normally are today, but it's not exactly surprising. And you get to Travok without any more issues. Do you want to just go straight through Raventh, or do you want to do something else in the city first?
I kind of want to have the old guy that we keep going to check out magic stuff. Check out the orb. And maybe the totem too.
I believe his name was S, right? Mark was the guy who gave you the quest in the basement of the school, and S was his friend who owns a shop, right?
Yeah. The totem that isn't magical, of course. Because why would it be?
Oh, it was, Wraith and Sharendo or something, I think it was.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Wraith Sharendo?
Sure.
I think that's the right name.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's where the box thing was from.
You can't have Rape Sharendo without Sharendo.
Yeah, it's like, go to the... If Tana wants to go to his
Dialect.
Alright, so you guys go stop by Ezra's shop. You walk in.
Alright. I will approach this time. Because, as a magic user, we'll be friendlier than us. Us is weird.
So this time you walk in, and he's got these things on his hand that seem to have, they just are mechanical things that are on his hands. And he's got glasses on that have 7 lenses, one after the other. And he's looking at something on his desk, and you can't see anything there.
Alright.
With his back to you, by the way.
Oh, okay. I will wait patiently, but gently, make a noise or a cough to let him know that someone's there.
What is it?
Hello, good sir. Again. Once you get a spare moment, can you check out some magical items first to tell us what they do? One might not be magical, or it could be. Probably not.
That is an extensive process in most cases, at least to get good information.
Well, one's a very good item. The other one's probably garbage.
Why did you bring something to me that is probably garbage?
Because it's probably garbage,
Intuition.
but it might not be.
Yeah.
All
Could
right.
be salvageable garbage.
It takes him about 5 minutes, but he manages to get the mechanisms off of his hands, and he sets them down. And he takes off the pair of glasses that he's currently wearing and puts on a different pair, and then turns back towards you. Let me see the items. Oh! It's you guys. Alright.
Yeah. I'll handle the totem first, because that one's not dangerous. Probably.
As far as you know. He takes it from you, and he says, "Where did you get this?"
Off a witch. I moved it. It was quite cool.
Tana's having a robot meltdown.
Robo Druid
sorry.
activate.
So, is it fixed?
Better now,
No.
yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Oh.
I'm sorry. But,
Just go for it. It's fine.
Yeah, we got off of a dead witch. I moved being hit up, so it was pretty cool.
I'm okay. I know the story, and I'm just gonna say you told it. Okay.
Alright.
I can tell you again if you want. We owned the witch
Shut up.
really hard.
Anyway, he casts a quick spell on the thing and says, "It's a charm of protection. Keep it close," and hands it back to you.
Oh, cool. Awesome, thank you. And then the other one is, Flintlocke, can you hand me your backpack really quick, or like turn it around? Alright, I'm just assuming he did.
Okay.
Alright. So I'll take out the orb, and I'll hand it to him. Well, I won't hand it to him, I'll put it
As
on the
soon as he
desk.
sees it, he's just going to say, "Take it to Raventh."
Alright, okay. Do you want to tell us what it does first?
He already did.
But like exactly what it does.
I don't know. It's a relic. Why would I know? I'm not going
then,
to spend.
How do you know
I'm not going to
what
spend
it is?
800 gold
Um,
pieces worth of materials and 6 hours to conduct a ritual to figure out exactly what something does when it is when it isn't even yours to hire me to conduct that ritual.
Okay.
So basically,
well,
he doesn't want to help us.
Yeah.
If Raventh wants to know exactly how it works, I'd be more than happy to do it for him.
I do
Can
have
you
a
give
question
us-
for our
Yeah,
lovely
go
guest
ahead.
here that we're talking with.
Okay.
Okay, so I have this boat in this jar, and apparently the boat floats if it's not in the jar. But I want to be able to put it back in the jar after I use it, so how do you propose I do that?
May I see it?
Yep, here you go.
Where did you get this from?
It's a family heirloom.
Was that your trinket that you rolled for?
No, I've had this for a while.
Where did you find it, like in a book, so I can look at it? Because I have no idea what you're talking
You told
about.
me that I couldn't have the water boat. So this was me improvising a little bit.
So it's just a trinket.
Yeah,
How big
pretty
of a
much.
boat are we talking? Like, is it like a?
I'm a pirate. Of course, it's gonna be like
So
a
it's like
pretty good
a-
size.
like a
yeah, it's a pretty
nice
good sized boat.
It's
The
like
tank from Ant-Man.
It's the tank from Ant-Man. There we go. It's like that. It's like that.
It's like a nice
Okay.
floating boat that's like
yeah,
sailing
it
along
floats.
in a bottle.
The boat floats. It just
That's pretty sweet.
it got put in the jar because there's the serpent in the water and you can't float boats. But if I need to use the boat, I want to be able to use it and get it out of there, but be able to put it back in.
Alright. This is actually complex magic, and just by holding it, I can tell that it is flawed. If you were to come back for it tomorrow, I could give you more information.
Okay. That works. We have other stuff to do while we're in town anyway.
Also, if you happen to want to pay me, like, say, 10 gold pieces for my effort, that would
Okay.
be cool.
No problem.
Oh, while you're doing
Maximum
that,
effort.
Hansu, after you're done with her trinket, can you check out my necromantic bracelet thing? Amulet?
The thing that you have listed as a bracelet of jittery vibes or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that one.
But before we change
I just want
subjects
to
too
know what it
much,
does.
I want to ask him, like, you obviously know more information than you're telling us about this orb. What do you have, like, where is it from?
Stories and fairy tales.
I'd be happy to hear them.
First, I want you to give me an insight check before I start talking.
Okay. I'm actually blind. What the heck? There it is. I'll make this a bit bigger. Oh yeah.
Nice.
I'm real insightful right now.
So the story of this orb that I know. By the way, this is total bullshit from the first moment that he starts talking. I know of a story of a pixie invasion. They came over from a nearby island, and
All right, old man. Listen, we are valuable customers for you. We've been giving you a lot of repeat customership. I don't know. I would appreciate it if you would be square with us. Customership. What is wrong with this?
Like, if you're not allowed to talk about it or something, that's fine. Just be honest. That's all you have to do.
I will nod my agreement.
how much do you know about what's going on?
Not a whole lot, to be honest.
As far as we know, though, is about as much as everybody else.
I feel like we know a little bit more, but
Define a little bit more.
A little bit more.
we know how at least some of the undead are using the ancient language, which would imply some type of connection, and how undead are rising around the country, and how this may or may not pertain to the royals with the weird magical interference.
Define a little. More than none. Less than a lot.
Yeah.
All right. In essence, this orb effectively breaks the tether of command with undead and allows the user to interfere.
So
Become temporarily the person controlling
I
a
see.
group of undead.
Can it also be used to raise the undead? Oh, King just died, I
She's
think.
back.
Okay.
No, as far as I know.
Hmm.
Although in theory,
But
they're
it can
the
only
same
be
mechanic.
used on undead, right?
Yes. Things that, well, in theory, it could work with certain kinds of constructs as well.
Alright.
Anything else I can help
Thank
you
you
with?
for being honest with us.
Yeah, that's all.
the base fight.
What I have.
If I get fired, you're paying for my retirement. He goes back to his
All
role
right.
project.
Didn't you
So I
have like
could
another
go
thing?
for the bracelet too
Oh, right.
to do after Captain Helga's
Right,
vote.
never mind. Before he goes back to the thing,
Yeah.
he looks at the
It's not a
bracelet.
boat, it's a ship.
Alright. Yeah.
Bird.
Well, technically, a boat is a ship, but a ship is not always a boat. So it is a boat.
It's a very nice boat.
Ship. It's a ship.
It's bouquet.
Not bucket. They probably have never seen that show.
But he picks up the bracelet and he is playing with it. And
Brr.
I need you, Tana, to make a perception check for me.
What did you say?
Alright.
As
Not
he's playing
horrible.
with it, he presses on one of the jewels with his thumb, and inside you see a small amount of liquid shot out of the main body of the bracelet into the center of it.
Huh?
Liquid
like,
is
there's
shot
multiple
out
jewels?
of the so it's pretty much a curved plate about that big that has jewels embedded along the sides. They're green. They're emeralds, and the rest of it's like a silver and gold inlaid bracelet. And then it's got 2 bands on the bottom that hold it in place. And when he pressed on one of the gems, liquid shot from that top plate into where your arm would be, pretty much.
So it injected something into him?
Well, he wasn't wearing it, but...
Oh, okay. Alright.
He hands it back to you and says, as far as I can tell, it's a mundane enchantment that just causes battle readiness.
Alright.
Okay, that sounds awesome.
That's good enough for me. Do you want it? Flintlocke?
If nobody else does, sounds awesome.
It is highly effeminate if that is a turn-off for you.
Yeah, we're done.
Alright, I'll keep it for now.
Wait, but does it work?
Yes. Well, you don't know. All you know is that it causes battle readiness.
I am ready to let someone else test that first.
Alright, I'll put it back on for now.
Okay. And again, you feel like you're normally distracted, but as you put it back on again, you feel the slight, almost like you're caffeinated, that kind of wired feel. Yeah.
Alright, what do you mean distracted? I'm a very focused person.
Yes.
As a druid,
you are a very focused person.
Squirrel!
Alright, anything else you guys want from him?
On an adventure.
I think we're good for now.
Yeah.
Alright, then heading up to see Raventh.
Yep.
Ooh, wait. Before we go up there, I want to have a group meeting really quick. Hey guys, group meeting really quick. So you know how the guy said that the orb can be used to command undead and certain constructs? Why don't we go use it to interrogate Theradrax before we give it back?
Sure. Let's do it. I'm down.
Alright, cool.
And at the very least, whatever, like, there was something at the end, right? Like you said, there's a bunch of skeletons and various whatnots. Like when those things opened up, we could take control of them with this orb, maybe. Do we have any idea how to use it, or
are you guys having this discussion outside of?
Yeah, outside.
Shop? Tana, you start to hear a very loud humming.
Humming?
Yeah, it almost sounds like a musical chord.
I would say nature check, but we're in the city, so arcane check.
You can tell that it is coming from your bag.
My bag?
Your bag.
What the fuck is in my bag? The totem? The old is in a Flintlocke's backpack, because he's the stupid one. He can't, like... No offense. No offense. Alright. Your character. Is it open my backpack now?
No.
Maybe you should just check your bag, dude.
Yeah, can I check my backpack?
Well, yeah, you have a character sheet with your bag list on you.
Alright, trauma protection, black dagger, the letter, that stuff. Magical elixir, bagpipes. Are the bagpipes playing themselves?
Nope.
Oh, the coins! Fuck, the coins!
Yep, it is the coins. You pull the coins out. You can tell that each individual coin is giving off a different humming noise.
Is it the same humming noise, or
like a different pitch? It's roughly the same, but it's a different pitch. and the different pitches come together to create a chord. And actually, Captain Helga, you now recognize the music coming from the coins.
Oh, okay. What is it?
It's just like a G chord or something like that, but it's just continual.
I'm
Okay.
gonna hold up one of the coins to my mouth and be like, "Hello, can anybody hear me?"
Are you talking to a coin, Tana?
Yes, I am. Shh, shh.
Tana, I need you
Give it a second.
to... Yeah, I need you to roll me a religion check, Tana.
Ooh, religion. Nice. Alright,
Nice.
can I do a history check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is
What are you trying to know?
Something about the coins that I didn't already know.
Yeah, no.
Hey, I'll flip one like a cool kid, like like with your thumb at Ostarion, and be like, check that out for me.
Okay. I look at the coin that is making
It's
a
a
G chord.
coin.
Looks like a coin to me. I guess I'll
It
do a
doesn't look like
history
anything
check.
to me.
Of the faces of the coin, perhaps.
Okay.
Well, I don't remember exactly what was on them.
I actually don't have it on me anymore.
That's
But
fine.
the one side... Oh, wow.
I know everything about this coin, dude. Like,
Everything
I
that
need
you would
somebody that was
have...
a coin collector.
You know all of the information that you would have been capable of previously coming across about this coin.
Alright.
Alright, then let me... You remember... So, years and years... Actually... I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw, Ost.
A wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're doomed.
Oops, that was not the right thing.
Ooh.
My bad. Oh, it wasn't the right thing. To be fair.
Fine. Alright, so you're holding this coin and you start looking at it and you start to have a memory of when you were a kid. And you start to lose the line of reality that defines the moment you're currently standing in from the memory that you're having.
Okay.
You recognize this feeling as the nightmares that you have from time to time. Usually it is abated by the elixir that you have, the somno, the specially crafted magical elixir that you drink every night. But for some reason, right now, it's not working, and you are being pulled back into this memory. You remember, so for the minute, you are 7-year-old you, and you are sitting with Raventh in the library of Trevok. And you have a book that has the image of the coin on the front cover.
Okay.
You flip open the book and you start to read about Akatosh. He's a metallic dragon who has become the leader of a divine pantheon who forged this land, the land of Arenthul, for its chosen few. When it was first completed, he welcomed all of those who were pure of heart. People quickly took advantage of this, and rather than enforce his wrath upon all those who sought to abuse his gift, he decided to hold trials of promise, duels of intellect, competitions of strength, and battles of wits. He quickly initiated those trial rites to find those worthy of a new gift. And immediately after the new gift, you see an image of the coin. And then I need you to roll me a perception check right there. You notice that there are missing pages that were very, very carefully removed by somebody. And they speak of... So it starts with unknown lands from the north, and then there's pages missing. And then it's a shrine atop Mount Orem, devoted to him. It is said that those who travel there must begin with the realm of rock and trek up the mountain facing obstacles representing each of the challenges of old. And that's the end of the book.
Sorry, I got it though. All right.
Alright, then you are just sitting there, and your 7-year-old self just finds it to be a entertaining story. But gradually you start to come to, and you are laying on the street of Flintlocke unconscious. Well, coming out of unconsciousness.
Yeah, okay. I'm coming out of unconsciousness now.
Alright.
I've become conscious.
Ready
Alright.
or not?
I
I
think
stand up.
maybe you shouldn't hold on to the coin anymore. If you're gonna die every time you hold it.
I will toss her back the coin, I guess. I just had a very strong memory, and I know what this coin is from. And I will go to the library and try and find the book, I guess.
You quickly find the exact copy, because you have a vivid memory of being in this exact library 10 minutes ago and pulling the book off the shelf.
I will flip through the book again, just to make sure I remember all the information.
Exactly as you remember it.
Book, trials.
If you want, I can copy a majority of the text. Some of it I need to...
Nah, no worries. I mean, if you want to, sure, but
Alright, here, let me...
Alright.
maybe it would be
So,
good to have, actually.
Hey, Ostarion, can
Yeah.
I look at the book really quick?
Sure.
Alright, so with the book and the coin in hand, I'm gonna do a religion check to see what it does for me.
Alright. The ... is where the missing pages were that you pointed out. And then that's just like a summary.
Alright.
Alright.
What about my religion check?
You
then?
said an 18 religion check. You just...
With the book and the coin.
you remember hearing vague tale of this pantheon, but it was... you heard it from one druid who was on a number of chemicals at the time, and you're not sure what you can trust from his story, but he pretty much gave you the same information that you're reading here.
Oh, okay.
So, would I know anything about this particular dragon?
You recognize the name as being one that is used to inspire children to act according to the 4 attributes of Akatosh. Many people don't actually believe him, at least in this region. There are not many followers who actively believe in him. But again, the 4 were promise, intellect, strength, and will, or wit.
Is there like an author or something on the book?
There's not. It's just the symbol of the coin is on the front cover, and that is the only marking setting it apart.
Is there like a librarian or something that I could ask
There
for
is.
any information about it? I will do that.
Don't you know the Dewey Decimal System?
All right. Okay, so you go over to the librarian, right?
Yeah.
She's in her late 30s, and she is engrossed in a book as you approach.
Excuse me, ma'am. I was wondering if you could give me any information on this book.
That is a relic. It's considered to be a children's story, or among most, but there are some that believe its tale to be true. By the way, I did mention, we can go back to that in a second, but atop Mount Orem, that is the highest peak in the center of the mountain range.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can you ping it really quick? Alright.
Did I? Oh, I was on GM. This one. I did ping it like 4 times, but I was on GM from the dragon thing.
Wait, would I have known that beforehand?
Where Mount Orem was? Yeah, that's Mount Orem.
Yeah.
Doesn't like everybody,
Can I,
pretty much.
can I do a perception check, I guess? Just to remember if that is where the dragons came from?
History.
History? Alright.
You're not entirely positive, but it was definitely near that mountain.
Near it. Alright, that's good enough for me. I will tell the party that I'm pretty sure that the dragons came from near that mountain.
Thumbs up from Ostarion. Is there anything else you would like to know, the librarian?
What can you tell us about when the royals first came to this land? Can you point us to some books that would explain their first footfalls on Arenthul?
Well, what would you like to know? We have several hundred years of history here. Just asking about the first is very vague. Like, if you want to know about early agriculture, I have a pile of books over there. If you wanted to know about the early political systems, or a little bit more specific.
I think she means like the very, very first.
Yeah. Like, the very first days and weeks. General history. It doesn't have to be about any topic in specific.
If you want, I can re-recite the intro to the campaign to you, but that's all you're really gonna get.
Alright, never mind.
I can tell you
That's
that
not what I want.
they arrived at Rosetown and built a fortification where mine now sits. Woohoo. I don't know.
No. Alright. Is there any religious connotations behind when the royals first came here?
No, actually, the families that originally crossed the ocean. So what caused the civil war in the old land before the families traveled this direction was a religious civil war. And so the families that came here were abandoning religion and leaving it behind them. So there was no religion in Arenthul when they first arrived.
Oh, okay. Now I'm getting a picture. Alright, cool. Thank you. Bloody atheist. No wonder the whole land is cursed.
I roll my eyes at this. Yeah, I don't have anything else to do at the library, so.
Alright. So what do you do?
Good information to have. I guess we just go to Raventh now, unless anyone else has anything.
Alright, you walk in.
Let's go.
Oh. You can do whatever you want if you wanted to suggest something else.
Well, like before this, we talked about going to Baras and interrogating Serjax.
Oh, that's right.
I'm really sure what the coin is in it. Like, we should really go, like, interrogate him and get some information before we hand over this.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I totally
item.
spaced.
No, it's fine.
Alright, so that's about a 2-day journey, alright?
Yeah.
Alright, Howard, fast forward. You enter Barash.
I'm not going with them.
Oh, never mind. Rewind. What are you doing?
Well, I have to wait for my ship, which isn't going to be ready till the next day.
Well,
we
you're
can
getting
wait.
closer to the end of the night at the moment, so...
Okay.
I can.
Yeah, we can wait.
I need to go to a money changers, actually.
Okay.
I did not add the gold to my sheet. from last week. I should.
I don't remember the number I gave you, and I erased it.
51 gold and 17 platinum.
Silver. Not platinum.
Nice
Silver?
try.
Oh.
I
Okay.
would never
Platinum. That's
give you
that's
17
a lot,
platinum at 5th level. I might maybe give
Alright.
it to you at 15th level. That is a lot of money.
Alright.
I have 43 platinum.
Well, yeah, but that's what you've been
Yeah, I have
accumulating over
57,
time.
so.
Like, I would give that to you over time, but giving you 17 platinum in one quest would just be no.
I misheard. I apologize.
Oh, hey,
But it would be
what
pretty-
town are we in right now?
Travok.
Can I buy a
Um,
business?
Sorry, what?
Before we go, I just wanted to visit like a money changer here somewhere.
Jim, what did you say? Or Flintlocke.
Yeah, I want to buy a business. Like a store. I want to buy the whole thing. I just want to buy it.
What kind of store?
Like a bar that has fighting. I want to buy a bar that has fighting.
It's much less barbaric than the Down Goblin, but there is one in town that features boxing, bare fist
Awesome.
boxing.
How much? How much?
You walk in, and the bartender there is not the guy who owns the bar. So he just looks at you baffled when you ask him how much it would cost to buy the place.
I want to ignore his confusion and restate the question again.
You would need to speak to the owner. You might be able to talk to him if you came back in the morning.
Okay, I'll be back in the morning.
All right, Ostarion. No need to research. Dang it.
Sorry, I'm trying to eat this amazing pizza. Yeah, money changers for me basically.
What are you?
If we want to spend the night at whatever place that Flintlocke is trying to purchase or whatever, I'm down for that as well.
Wrong one. I need to come here. Oh, I do want to remember to do this so that you guys need a money changer as well. Okay, cool. Captain Helga and Ostarion need money changers. Ostarion, how much are you attempting to get rid of?
I just want to change all of my gold into platinum, my silver into gold, and my copper into gold as well.
So compile it all up as far as you can.
Yep. But I don't want to like have no gold pieces because
Do I have the right amount of money? Did I forget to add money? Our money gain's getting out of control.
It's insanely high, and you guys were complaining about me not paying you enough for the last quest. Anyway, Ostarion, I updated numbers on your sheet. You have 15 gold pieces after the deal. Is that fine? 33 platinum, 15 gold, and 4 copper. Ostarion.
yeah, we were complaining about it because you needed to pay us more.
Ostarion, your numbers on your sheet have been updated. Is that about what you're looking for?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, Captain Helga. What are you looking to do, Helga?
Gold and silver.
Just move it all up. So that, oops, that, and do you want to have 9 or 19 gold left?
19.
There you go.
Awesome.
All right.
One quick question, Rocky.
Mhm.
I'm not going to money change it, but just how much would a spell book cost if I wanted the higher level one too?
500 or 600 gold pieces.
So that would be about 50 or 60 platinum, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. Nice. I won't find one here, probably. Wait. Never mind.
Okay.
Alright, I'm good there.
All right. So you spend the night in the soon-to-be Flintlocke's bar. Right. That's what I was looking at. it's not going to be in here.
Seconds,
Check
we'll be right back.
the other. Okay. Dungeon Master's Guide. Thank you so much, Flintlocke. You're the best. Alright, the next morning rolls around. Solid way to start the morning off.
Yep. It's the first breakfast.
Okay, sorry, my bad.
No worries, I've just been reading.
Bad kitty. My food. No. I see you sniffing. Don't you even think about it, dude.
He's already
No.
thinking about it.
Mm-mm.
Alright. Next morning. Solidly this time. What do you guys do?
It's time to find the owner of that bar.
Alright. So you guys go downstairs. You guys stayed the night in that bar, right?
Sure.
Alright. You go downstairs and you see a overweight man that looks to be in his late 60s, early 70s, sitting behind the bar counting money from a luck box of sorts.
I'm going to walk over and tell him how much for the bar.
For, like, the counter?
The whole place and the ground that it sits on.
Just the place, none of the merchandise.
Enough seed merchandise so I can keep it going. Don't shortchange me.
So if I give you the amount of alcohol I go through in about, let's say, 5 days, does that sound reasonable?
Reasonable enough. I can brew the rest.
Alright, let's see, 5 days plus the location. Reasonable price would probably have to be 112 platinum.
Okay, I'll be back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
Dang, dude, this guy willing to sell.
Aren't you supposed to bargain it down, though, the price you can pay?
No.
Okay.
We don't bargain it down. We bribe the guard to say that there's like a health code violation, and then he'll sell it for less.
Oh, true, true.
Alright, anything else while you guys are in town?
Tink's away from the keyboard for the moment.
We have to pick up the boat, right?
Yeah, the boat.
And
That's
we gotta
right.
pick up the boat.
Alright.
Um,
Dude, what if we could use the orb to get like a skeleton crew for Helga's ship? That'd be pretty sick, actually.
it would be.
You actually, if you were to get a high-level wizard or a sorcerer, which none of you are, but if you were to get one of them to create I forget what the spell's called. It's like, pretty much it just means make something permanent is the effect of the spell. But if you got them to give you a scroll of that, and then you cast that scroll while you had control of skeletons, you would have a skeleton crew.
Dude, we should totally do that, actually. Can I use my my ringamabob thing? My rock cell phone? To call
Mark?
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just gonna like make the call. I think Helga will approve. Yeah, so I will ring or whatever.
Okay.
I will earthquake
What do you want?
Hello. I was wondering if you might be able to procure a scroll of making some like another spell permanent. I don't know exactly what that would be called, but we were looking to and I'll just explain.
Okay. The problem with that is, in order to create a scroll that you would be able to use, first you would have to have somebody who could. Well, you have to have a skilled caster with the ability to read magic, the actual spell, read magic, to cast somebody else's magic off of a scroll. In the situation that you have that, you would then cast the scroll after the original spell, the orb that you spoke of had already been used, and that would be it. The problem is, for me to create said scroll, is I would have to imbue my own magical life force into the scroll, therefore partially weakening myself in the process. So that'd be very expensive.
Could you just cast the spell yourself?
That would involve investing a 9th level spell slot. And spending the time to hunt down a skeleton crew and then cast it after you use the orb.
I mean, potentially. We know right where to get a skeleton crew.
I'm too busy at the moment. If you see me about it again later, I will consider it.
Okay. Thank you
Wait.
for your time, and I will hang up my rock. Unless Tana has something to ask.
No, I don't want to say anything into the rock. But
Okay.
isn't Therajax himself a wizard? So if we were to take control of Therajax with the orb, we could get him to cast the spell itself on himself and his other constructs.
In the circumstance that he already had that spell prepared for the day.
If he doesn't, we can make him prepare it, though, with the orb.
You'd have to make him take an 8-hour rest, prepare spells the next morning, and then cast it without losing control of him.
I would be down for it.
I'd be down too. That sounds
We could try
awesome.
it. Yeah.
So you're saying there's a chance?
No, I'm not. You have no idea how long the duration on this orb is. You're just gonna walk in and hope it lasts for 12 hours.
Can we go ask the old creepy pedo man?
The wizard guy, the other wizard guy,
Yeah.
wizard we're talking to.
He did imply a short period of time.
Oh, okay.
Oh. So he would have to have it prepared.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I can work with that.
Wait, I have a plan. Yeah, I have a plan. Because the information we want from Fairjax anyways, we cozy up to him, talk to him normally, and then lie to him about something we would need that spell for that maybe might be beneficial to him, and then we get him to prepare it. So then, when we use the orb, he has it, and we don't tell him anything about the orb or show it or anything at all. We don't even get it near him, so he can't detect it. And then once he has the spell ready, we go in, we use the orb, we get him to use it, and then we have a crew.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we still waiting on Tink?
What is Helga's status?
I'm here.
Okay. We go to creepy old dude's place. And
That is assuming that Helga wants a skeleton crew for her ship. Just asking.
I don't know. It would depend.
Does it?
Depends on how trustworthy we can I don't know. Skeleton crews sometimes can be dangerous. I watched too much Pirates of the Caribbean.
True.
But they would be under the permanent effect of the orb for a complicated circumstance of magic and other stuff.
Yes, but how long is that going to last?
they would use
Permanent,
Permagrify, and it would literally be permanent. Was their theory. It is also a 9th level spell, which means you need an 18th level wizard to cast it for you.
Are we becoming the bad guy?
It's a valid question.
So I have no issues with that. I just...
If you don't want to, it's fine. I'm just saying, it'd be cool.
You can totally start
Yeah.
a civil war or something.
Start a civil war.
Skeleton. Yeah.
I think it would be
Alright.
cool. It's just I mean, I don't. What are we gonna do with them when we have them row the boat to wherever we want to go, and then what? We're just gonna leave them on the ship? They could just run off with the ship while we're not on it.
But you put it back in the bottle, right? Isn't that how that works?
Yeah, but what's gonna happen with the ship crew? Are they just gonna go in the bottle with it?
Yes.
Yeah. I assume so. I don't know.
And besides, the orb effect makes them completely under our command. I don't think they can rebel unless,
They would have no
Something
sentience
weird
whatsoever.
yeah.
I know. It's just they'd be trapped in the bottle forever because we're gonna use the ship once, and it's gonna go back in the bottle.
They're skeletons.
And then-
They don't care, right?
It depends on the skeleton.
Who knows, right? It could come in useful.
Sure, why not? Let's try it.
All right. Well, first
Alright,
things
so here's
first. Let's
the
go
plan.
get your boat back.
Yeah, that would be great.
So you go to S's shop, and And you walk in, and he hands you the thing, and he says, "Come back with a scroll of transmutation." Not transmutation. I forget the spell. Crap. Transfig. Gotta check. 1 second. Sorry. The list. Is it wizard? So there's two options. One is significantly easier but requires 2 items. The other one is harder and will only require 1. You can come back with a scroll of grow and shrink, and I can, in essence, modify those 2 scrolls to become the sails of the ship. At which point, your ship would be able to grow and shrink to go in and out of the bottle at will. Or there is a higher level spell that I'm trying to find that I am struggling with. You could Arcane Gate. I might be able to enchant the bottle to have a similar effect. So if you were to touch the lip of the bottle to the ship would be absorbed into the bottle. And then if you were to try to, in essence, dump the boat out of the bottle, it would grow into a full-size boat.
Like it'd be like an augmented reality thing. So like it'd be real size, but yeah, all right.
Yeah, pretty much I would turn it into a really, yeah. When the thing passed through, it would either shrink or grow, in essence. There's probably other ways that I could repair this already enchanted item. The key being it's already enchanted, I'm just repairing it with these spells.
Can you, if Helga wants to, like, can you like point us towards the location of the grower shrink spell or the other thing?
So I could create them. I don't know where you would find them, but that is a very expensive process.
For both of them, or for like, is one cheaper than the other?
He pulls out a book and starts reading. 1 second, I need to find the spells.
Subtle.
Oh wait,
I know all of these spells in 3.5 because I'm currently playing a wizard in a 3.5 campaign, and so I have all of the spells that I'm thinking of using in 3.5. I just don't know what they are in 5th. And if they aren't, then I'm just going to pretend they are.
Because I really like this idea, I'm not gonna ruin it, but I just realized that I could totally turn into a whale or something and just carry us across to an island.
You could do that.
Yeah.
As long as whales aren't higher than like CR4, you can do, right?
Right now I think I'm still at
2.
2 or 1.
But you'll get up to 4.
Yeah, it might be 2. Yeah. Well, at 18 it goes up to like 6. It's ridiculous at 18, but...
Can you turn into a Lapras?
I need a book. I will be right back.
I don't think there's Pokemon. Oh, that would be cool though, like...
No. Just no.
Pokemon.
Just no. Here we are. Another book. Oh, thank you guys for making me research like all of the magical theory for this stupid ship.
I think we went a little bit off course for today.
Oh, well, Oh yeah, you guys are supposed to be on the mountain already.
Oh, wait, really?
Yup. Arcane Gate is probably going to be your better bet, considering the amount of magical energy that would be required to magnify the usage of the shrink spell to encompass the proportions required to go from a full ship to a bottled ship. I don't know why I didn't pick up the books while we were doing other things. That was stupid of me.
Okay, I'm very immersed right now of what the
I
old
know,
guy
I'm
would be doing.
sorry. I am so sorry. Wait, right there. There it was. So, the money requirement for the combination of spell scrolls that would be required to create an arcane gate that would shrink according to the... you're looking at the equivalent cost of materials for 7,000 gold pieces. Yeah, 7 grand, as well as time and effort and personal life energy consumption in creating the scrolls. So I would assume that somebody would charge you roughly 12 grand gold pieces.
Well, that's no fun.
Yeah, that takes all the fun out of it, doesn't it? I don't want to.
Yeah,
Oh,
it really
no,
does.
but
I don't want
pre-existing.
to pay that much.
Pre-existing. 5,500 gold pieces would be my best guess.
So that's like what, 550 platinum?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Or you could buy a full-size ship for roughly twice that much.
Twice that much?
Oh,
Jeez.
Considering
I
this
just-
was a full-size ship at one point in time, I think I'd rather just use the ship I have.
Yeah. It'd be way cheaper to just hire a real, like,
Yeah.
not dead crew.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we
Well,
tried.
that's
Thanks
not
for
even the
effort.
dead crew. I wasn't even thinking about the dead crew. That was simply the idea of getting the boat in and out of the bottle. You could get it out. The enchantments on the thing will allow you to pour the boat out of the bottle one time, and you'll have a
It's
boat.
just getting it back in.
You won't be able to get it back in or then out again afterward.
Well, at the very least, for the time being, if you want, you can like moor it at my castle, because that's on the coast. So
Well, we have the boat. We know we can get it out of the bottle at least once, right? So
yeah,
there's that.
At least
Oh yeah,
once.
and he hands you a piece of paper with some arcane script on it that you recognize as magic, and it's a keyword that will activate the boat
Perfect.
if you want to use the single time activation.
Okay, well, thanks for your help. I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready to leave now.
yeah, we can leave now.
Yeah.
All right, then is your
we tend to get
plan
sidetracked a little occasionally.
Theradrax
We're
or
going-
Raventh?
Theodrax, for now.
Yep.
All right, then I'm gonna fast
see what
forward to the
happens.
front gate of Varesh. Ready, go.
Hey,
You
look,
just passed
we're
the
there.
cards.
Okay, since we're not doing the whole ship crew thing, we don't need to... Oh, maybe we should still hide the orb for now. Actually, just in case he, senses it. Who does not want to go into the city?
Into the city? I mean,
For right now.
And do you guys remember the whole description
Oh,
of
I
the
see.
city?
Yeah.
Largely metallic. Everything is mainly metallic. And it is the furthest developed technologically of the 3 cities in Arenthul. A lot of precious metals and gems all over the place. And it's technology that is so advanced that most of it you don't understand.
Alright.
I
Do
mean,
you still have the coins of the dragon guy? We do.
Yeah, I
right?
do.
Tana has
Yeah,
6.
I have a sneaking suspicion that we should ask somebody in this town about them.
Well, aren't we asking
Yeah,
Cedric
true.
with the orb? Like, yeah. I mean, that was just my, like, what I had in mind, like, interrogate him while he's under, like, the effect of the orb. So he can't, like, hide information.
Okay. Where the dragon is a metallic dragon, we're in a city like that. It might
Yeah.
we might be able to learn more about
just a
them.
quick thing that I
the
forgot
city
real
is
quick.
different.
Along your travels to Baresh, each night, roughly at midnight, not exactly, you hear the same draconic roar that you guys heard, the anguish of an ancient dragon echoing from the mountain. And then you're in Baresh and you're doing your thing, sorry. But I just forgot to tell you that along the way.
well,
Anyways, yeah, so.
first let's ask somebody about the coins. Then second, we can go to the Drax's place.
Alright,
And I
who
don't
do
think
you
we
want
need to
to
worry
ask?
about like hiding the
The orb for now.
orbs. That's probably fine. We
Alright.
do know how to use it, right? Just making sure. Because the orb is
you-
like,
Arcana check?
Go for one.
Or 3?
Nope, you get one.
Oh, not 3?
Yep, which means you don't know.
okay, so, well, maybe Helga should take a look at it as well.
Hey, Captain Helga, do you want to look at it?
Dang it.
Yeah.
Nice!
You can tell that a keyword mixed with the action of taking 2 hemispheres of the sphere itself, the orb, and twisting them opposite directions with the keyword would activate the thing.
Do we know what the keyword is? No?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out my rock
is it-
phone and call Mark.
Rosebud.
What?
Bing, 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 bing,
Oh,
bing.
you sound so not happy to talk to me. Oh, that feels bad, man. I was wondering, are you currently in Travak?
No.
That is a shame. Never mind. I will hang up my rock.
Couldn't we
Why?
just ask him?
I mean, I could ask, I guess.
Why?
Okay, so we're
Because he
trying to
already
figure
know-
out the keyword for this orb. How do we do that?
You go to the person who created it, or somebody who knew the person who created it.
There's no way to, like, magically guess.
There's a thing called the dictionary. Start reading out loud.
that was actually pretty funny.
Okay, now I will hang up my rock.
Well, I bet Ajax actually probably knows at least who created it, so we could always ask him and then come back later and interrogate.
Wow, we did not think this well. We did not think
We
this
did not. Oh my god.
well. We did not game the system well enough. Maybe
No.
we should just forget all that happened and go turn the rock into rapid.
Maybe, yeah. I'm
And-
down for that.
Alternatively, we could tell him our idea as well, and see if he would let us, quote unquote, borrow it.
To take it, Therajax. Yeah, we could do that. And
Okay,
maybe,
alright, we're at Travak now.
Again, remembering the anguished roar of the.
Sure.
You walk
we
into
should probably check
Raven's.
that out.
You walk into Raven's throne room, and you know how normally he's reading 2 books at once, just because that's how he works. This time he seriously is sitting, not in his throne, but forward from his throne, at a table that is curved around him, that has about 13 different books open, as well as several charts and maps of Arenthul and the surrounding islands.
I'll roll my eyes and whisper to the party. I want to show off. Alright, we got your thing. Took us a little bit longer than expected.
He starts digging through pockets, pulls out a little bag, velvet, that big, and drops it on the table. You hear the familiar clink of money inside of it.
Oh yeah, you didn't pay us everything.
He paid you half up front, the other half after.
We'll take the money, I guess.
Orb.
Before
First,
we give it to you, we had a magical idea. Hear us out here.
One moment.
Use it.
Okay, go.
Alright. We use it to interrogate Therajax in Varese.
Pause. Halfway through
to
this, Flintlocke takes a swig of his alcohol, and Raven puts a hand out towards Flintlocke. He wants to borrow some of your alcohol, man.
Oh yeah, help yourself.
Yeah, I get it. What do you have in the flask?
Enough for everybody. Is that the
But
right
like,
answer?
what's the drink in the flask?
Like dragon's teat whiskey.
Lovely. You have a vague sense that he's a little bit tipsy by the end of your conversation. Anyway, continue.
All right.
Alright, so we use the orb to take control of Therajax, or all of his little robotic copies of himself. And then we get all the information we could ever want from him. While he's under the effect of the orb. It's genius.
Long drawn out sigh. Anybody who would feel compelled in character to do an insight check, feel free.
Alright.
Yeah, he is very obviously torn between giving you some piece of information and not giving you some piece of information.
Give us that information.
So here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna have another swig of this, then you're gonna tell us what you're not telling us.
Fair enough. Oh,
I mean, that's a compelling argument. I mean, even if he doesn't sell it very well.
he is plastered by the time that you guys walk out of here. Okay. But nobody's seen any trace of Therajax in Baresh pretty much since you guys left.
Huh. Alright.
Like, even the obvious, like, hey, look, I'm some arcane deity, here's my welcome mat that has the ancient language on it. Yeah, that thing's gone. So, do with that what you will.
Okay.
So what were your plans?
Never mind for now.
I am acquiring every powerful item I can find to help protect my citizens from the inevitable undead uprising.
Maybe you shouldn't be atheist. Oh! Anyways,
Maybe you
That-
shouldn't be a
I-
druid.
maybe I'm not a good one,
Oh.
honestly. um,
Undead don't uprise; they drive boats.
Raventh would like to take out a loan for our pirate ship.
No!
We want to become privateers of an undead ship. Suddenly,
In-
it's a water-based
actual-
campaign. Ooh.
an actual.
Oh, by the way,
discussion.
speaking of rewind, S told you that if you were to save the bottle after the one-time use and then decide you wanted to add the enchantment, he could still do it afterward.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Alright. We could probably take a guess where Therajax is. That's in the screaming mountain of dragon, whatever.
He's in the screaming mountain of Dragon Doom.
Yeah, that one.
Mountain Dragon Doom.
Mount Dragon Doom. There.
Okay, so I guess continuing on this subject, what's up with the dragons? And
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I have no idea.
We could.
Like, if you, as you
always
look
go with
closer,
Therajax.
you notice that half the books on his table are about different types of dragons, while half the charts have like dragon migration patterns drawn on them, and he looks more drained than usual.
Alright, well, knowing that Therajax disappeared, and there's all this undead stuff, and then you just see this horde of dragons randomly flying around, you can assume they're kind of connected, right? So, at least that's what I'm gonna think, is Therajax probably went and did something with Mount Dragon Doom.
Great
or
theory.
Mount
You
whatever.
follow that lead, and let me know if it goes anywhere. If it does, I'll pay you.
Alright. Before we go though, do you have any druid books in here
No.
I could buy? No? Alright. Fucking atheist.
Raventh, I think you need to take a nap.
I agree. I can't go.
Go sleep off your hangover that you will now have because you're not Flintlock, who has amazing concentration.
Courtesy of our beautiful dwarf.
No, seriously, the numbers that I rolled over here are a 7, a 2, which is a crit fail plus his con mod, and then the follow up was a 9, so he failed the death saving throw for a crit fail. So he is, honestly, it's surprising that he's completing this conversation with you guys.
He has alcohol poisoning.
So-
All right.
when he said he didn't have any druid books, he was not lying then? Because I was about to.
Roll a
go
new
sneak.
insight.
Alright.
If he's lying to you, that's a sheer miracle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He honestly has no idea whether he has them or not. He just wants you to go away.
Okay.
Okay, well,
The no before you finished your sentence should have clued you off on that one.
Yeah. Probably.
I guess. I'm assuming we leave,
Okay.
basically. But unless anyone has anything else to ask him, because I definitely don't.
On an adventure.
We should
Yeah.
probably warn one of the guards to look out for alcohol poisoning.
That's a good idea.
The
Okay,
guard
so
rolls his
accidentally-
eye, looks at the other guy, and the other guy gives him a silver piece.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm going to let's see. Well, as I see it, I guess we could do like one of like two things. We could try and find a crew for the boat, because assuming it's like an actual ship, we can't exactly sail it ourselves unless it's like a magic ship. Or we could just like hire a smaller ship and go to like maybe the big island with the volcano or something. Have a conversation with the big dragon. Have Helga chat it up.
Yeah, I think he's the easier one to talk to because he's the one that like split off from the rest of the group anyway.
Yeah.
That's true.
Then there would be less dragons there, hopefully.
Yeah, but there's a volcano.
Alright.
Yeah.
Also, though, I could... two things. I could turn into a whale or something, some other type of big fish that you guys could ride on.
I think I'd rather take a boat,
find it,
to be honest.
Alright. If I could find it, I could just give us water breathing. But I would have to find a spell to learn it. But it would last for 24 hours, so we could just swim all day.
It's pretty
We
sweet.
wouldn't have to pay any money. Because I'm a Tuesday.
Or we could try and make it to the big mountain and see what's going on there. To be honest, I think we should probably go talk to the dragon on the island. So I don't know if Helga wants to use her ship. And maybe we can find a crew or something, but what are y'all's thoughts?
I think we should find somebody around here that we can rent a boat from.
Alright.
As much as I would love to dump my ship out of its bottle, I kind of don't want to be able to lose it.
Yeah, for sure. Especially when there are dragons about and boats are...
Can there
flammable.
conveniently be a store called like Boats R Us, like Boat Rentals R Us, just right to the left?
There's a dock. I mean, you could check there.
We should check for something named that.
Let's go to Boats R Us.
Wait, do we want to take the boat from Javok? Because I feel like that would cost more if we're going all the way to that big island. Like, maybe we should go on land to Baresh and then find a boat.
Well, the thing is, sorry, I didn't really make this clear, but Trvok has a nearby sea fishing village. Baresh doesn't. It's entirely inland. It doesn't deal with the sea whatsoever. Besides, they occasionally use it to refine salt, and they and like just basic water shore stuff. If you're gonna go for a boat, you're gonna have to start in Trvok or Draklin if you prefer.
Right.
But
So
That's
we're gonna have to like get the boat, and we're gonna just sail past all of the islands to get to the big island with the dragon on it. Is that correct?
pretty much.
Yeah.
That sounds a little dangerous.
Maybe we could go at night or something. I don't know.
You know, I'm just saying, like, the thing is, like, we don't want to agitate
for
the
sure,
dragons,
yeah.
right? But it just,
alright.
I'm just thinking that,
How
like,
about this?
maybe we should just go for one of the other dragons instead of the big one. I don't know.
We can go to like the nearest island or something.
Just, and the only reason for that is just because, like, not that, like, yeah, like that one or something. Because if we have to go all the way back to Travag to get a ship, going all the way to the big island and going past all the other dragons seems kind of stupid.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe instead we do this in Vives. Because it's obviously still a dragon up on the mountain. So maybe we go talk to that one and figure out why all of these ones left. Because I feel like if they left... Well, no, I don't know.
That's assuming that we can
Like-
even find the dragon in the mountain.
Yeah, the mountains are
that's true.
rather dangerous.
Yeah, I say we
Then
try and talk with
really,
one of them
really
on the
dangerous.
island. Just yeah, because the thing is, like, we don't even know where the dragon's at in the mountain. At least we know where these
Or,
ones
like,
are at.
Yeah.
Let's just go for the small one near here, so we don't have to pass any of the ones.
Perfect.
Yeah, alright.
I like the idea.
2 boats are us.
Yeah, so you walk up to the dock and it seems heavily neglected. People rarely ever use this. The people who do go up there are the people who have no other they have no other method of making money besides near shore shipping or fishing excursions.
So what you're
based
saying
on
is
prior knowledge,
there's
is
no
there,
boat?
and I'm pretty sure there's not, but is there like a bigger dockyard in Draklin?
No, it's about the same state.
Yeah, alright. So, is there like a dockmaster or something that we could talk to, or like?
Pretty much anybody who wants to have
Just
a
like a
boat
fisherman.
can use this dock.
Okay.
So there are just random people. There's like probably 3 people on the. Yeah, let's go with.
Maybe we could
There
talk
are
to like
4 people on the docks right now.
a fisherman or something, and see if we can contract his boat.
Yeah. So you just walk up to the first guy who has like a little fishing boat.
Sure.
Then
I mean, preferably not the smallest boat, but like, how about the most seaworthy looking vessel that's not gonna like tip over and sink?
Give me a second. There's one that doesn't look like it's going to sink as soon as you shove off from the dock.
Okay, well, we'll talk to that guy, I guess.
That one, the one that does not look like it's going to sink.
He's on his ship and he's gutting fish that he has gotten from today.
Excuse me, sir.
Does it come with the fish? Because I slapped the fish.
We're wondering if we could hire your boat. Or ship, excuse me.
For what?
Even though it's a boat. We would like you to assist
We're
us
going
in
on a
getting
picnic to an island. Shh, shh.
yeah.
Going on a picnic to an island.
One of these ones over
Nearby
here.
island.
He gestures to this small collection of islands over here.
No, we were going to the bigger ones to the south.
Yeah, no.
Southwest.
And unless you wanted to pay me the equivalent of the boat and in essence just buy it for yourselves.
How much would that be?
Boat.
I could probably part with it for 27 platinum.
27 platinum, dude.
This is my
You've
method
got
of
here
making money, man.
a tub.
I know it's
You can
awful,
buy
but I need it to make
a
money.
boat
27 platinum would mean I could retire.
Or you could just buy a much nicer and newer boat for
But I like this boat.
It's a boat, man.
This boat hasn't gotten me killed yet.
Never come between a man and his boat.
Oh, sorry. I guess I don't get to see things. My bad. I mean, but all right, whatever. How about
All right.
we'll give you 10 platinum, which is more than enough, sir.
That's a reasonable number for some things. What's your deal or offer?
And then up in Draklin, there is a builders guild. Perhaps if you tell them that I sent you, we could work out something for the production of a new, much nicer boat for you to do fishing in.
I don't want a nicer boat. They get targeted.
Dude, there's like hardly even any pirates.
We can paint it camouflage.
Pirates? You're worried about pirates?
What's it gonna get targeted by?
The
It's
serpent?
not pirates.
Oh, those things on the map.
Serpent in the other. Oh, is there more than one? Oops. Alright. How about this? We pay you 10 platinum now. If we return safely with the boat, we don't have to pay anything else. But if we don't return, you have...
Yeah, I'm not that much of an idiot.
No.
Why don't you take us to as close to the island as you can in your boat, and then you can just drop us off, and then
I'll go about
take your
100
boat.
feet off the shore. And then you can swim.
From the island or from here?
From here.
Okay, we will take that deal. That's fine.
Alright, wait. How
You
about
will get
find
to,
us-
like,
It's fine. We'll
here.
take that deal. No, like, you have to take us like along the coast, sail us down to the tip of like this point here. Okay.
15 platinum.
I'm not gonna pay 15 platinum for that, man. I'm
Then
not
you
even
can
buying
go
the
find
boat.
somebody else to do it.
Okay, I'll find someone else to do it.
Hey, let's go buy the shipyard.
Okay, actually, can we just steal his boat? Honestly, at this point,
You
I
can
was
fight him
gonna,
if you want.
shove him off.
You can try to fight him if you want.
Let's just take the boat. I don't even care at this point. This guy's ridiculous.
That seems wrong. Come on.
I mean,
How about, no,
I'll even fight him,
we-
take the boat, and bring it back. Because I was gonna say, let's just shove him out of the boat once we get down here, and then I will happily take the boat back to him. Sorry, but we need a boat. This is much more important than
I'm just gonna go find a whale. I think I'm gonna go sit
Can
on
you
the
even
dockyard and
steal
look for fish.
or something?
I can't find the exact CR rating. Rocky would have to look out for me in the
I'm
master
looking.
manual.
The druid is into large women.
Wait, you can speak with animals, right? You could just speak with some animal to go
Yeah,
find us
yeah.
a whale to take us to the island.
Yeah, I could do that too. I could go look for fish and have a fish find one for us. We could be like,
Can't you
"No,
Sure,
speak
I
well?
know
What's
those
wrong with
things.
you?
I don't actually see whale in the monster manual.
Fair.
Well, I
since
have
it's large,
I have things in the back of this thing. There's. Oh wait, I think I'm in the wrong section. Give me a second. I might have missed it. Wolf, warg,
Since they aren't
winter wolf,
normally
weasel,
aggressive.
warhorse. Yeah, no.
yeah. Since they aren't aggressive, it shouldn't be too high, but since they are large, it would be.
They can take out entire ships. Their
Least
CR is going to
one.
be like 7 if I were to take a guess.
Oh, damn. I could not do that. But we can find one.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a nice
Alright.
friendly whale.
Alright.
Or we could
So,
just
I'm
steal
gonna
this
say
man's
this-
boat and bring it back. So we'd be borrowing the boat.
What are you doing? Just make a decision.
Votes on. Does anybody want to take a vote?
Shrug.
I'm fine with still in the boat, but whatever.
Alright.
We should
I'm
buy
gonna
the
give it
shipyard
to
and build our
Mouse.
own.
That would take months.
And
Yeah, I think I'm gonna turn it to a mouse and sneak onto the boat while they steal it, so I don't have to go to prison. Yeah.
Okay, sure. So you guys
Alright.
go all intimidating, and you're just like, all right, we're taking the bow now. Ostarion pulls his
They are
bow.
indeed.
The glaive comes out. All that.
Yeah, sure.
The guy just.
I mean,
Okay. Look. That up there's my house. You give me 10 platinum right now. If you manage to bring this ship back in one piece, I will give you 9 of it back.
Okay, I'll do that.
down
Okay.
payment or
Perfectly
deposit. It's a deposit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
It's a 1 platinum rental with a 9 platinum deposit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who's paying me?
Yeah, we can do that.
Do we want to split the cost, or should I cover it?
Well, you're getting it back, so how about we say we split the 1 platinum somehow?
Okay, I'm just gonna give him 10 platinum. Whatever.
All right, Ostarion, you now have 23 platinum. Also, that severely affected your weight.
That's-
That was really
Really
weird.
did,
Okay.
To be honest, I
He
would
takes your
pay-
10 platinum and he runs up and he gets inside that house, closes the door, and you can actually hear the bolt slide shut.
Okay. All right. Now, I guess Helga, what do we need to do? How do we boat?
I think it's voice activated.
Boat, go. It's not working. I don't know why.
Hello, computer.
So now that we've stolen this boat, does anybody actually know how to sail a ship?
I
was assuming that you're the captain.
You literally have captain in your name.
Yeah, well,
you
you know,
do like
about
that.
Well, I guess now that I think about it, her boat is in a bottle, so.
That's true. What type of
there's
check?
this little thing called a sea serpent that's kind of prevented me from ever learning how to sail.
Would
that be like an intelligence check, Rocky, or like athletics?
Give
like,
me a
figure
second.
out
I have
how to use the
I have
boat.
to assemble the other page because I did not expect you guys to be this stupid.
Well, not that stupid. Come on.
All right.
I don't know let the
Scenario.
guy take us there.
Worst case scenario, we all jump out of the boat. I turn into some kind of fish that we see on the way. And I temporarily eat the other three, and we get to shore.
That sounds terrible. No, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
No,
I'm
let's
ready.
not Pinocchio this.
You ready? Alright.
What was the last thing that was asked?
How do we boat? I mean, we're all
Yeah,
we've all never been on a
Like
boat. How do we boat?
intelligence, Athletics.
Can we figure it out?
Let me look.
I mean, it's a small like fishing boat, right? So
There has to be like
It's-
ropes involved, I think.
as long as the sail's already on it, we just like untie the sail and go, right? More or less.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Oh, wait, guys. Wait 1 second.
Or does it have oars? Like, tell me about this fishing boat.
Okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna.
Meet Captain Helga.
Honestly, I don't want to deal with this, so I'm just gonna say you guys can sail it enough that you're heading in the right direction. Okay?
Sure,
Oh,
works for me.
I feel like I'm making Rocky sad.
All right, give me a second. I wasn't actually quite done. Oh nope, this. Okay. All right, let's pull you over to the right page now. Reveal this. No.
Hope we all brought our swimsuits for when we inevitably sink the boat.
This. All right, let's pull you over. Yippee-ki-yay.
Nice.
What's the thingy? Is that like seaweed?
Just riff like a wave with probably some rock underneath it or something. I don't know.
Oh, alright.
It's just texture.
Alright.
All right, so we were rowing the boat because it does not have a sail.
Hey, you know what? Rowing a boat is 10 times easier than trying to sail a boat.
Yeah.
I should know.
That's true. That does make it a lot easier, which means I can just let you guys have it, which is nice. It is also very wide, which means it is very hard to tip over, which is very beneficial to you guys.
And we are rowing like in sync. We're not going around in circles because
Yeah, you're making progress.
We figure out how to boat.
You
More or
are
less.
actually making progress. Okay. So you get about halfway there,
Well,
and
I think we should like row down to the shore and then cut straight across instead of just going right there.
Okay.
It's less like open sea
But
time.
while we're
Actually,
doing
yeah.
that,
So
really quick,
in the meantime, pull you back over here.
Oh.
Whoever's guiding, I want you to draw. So here, right
Captain
here.
Helga, of course.
Nope, that's
oh, I'm the navigator.
Yeah, dude, we do the captain.
Okay,
Like,
that
let
right
me-
there.
let me-
The square that I just covered up the A and Travak with. That is your dock. Draw your path.
Alright. But then, once he's doing that, Rocky, can I, like...
Wee. What a boat journey! Wow.
You're
Can
dragon.
I keep an eye out for a big fish? Lucky for one.
Oh my gosh.
Floating.
Yeah, sure. You see a whole lot of fish. You can turn into any basic type of fish.
Alright, cool.
As long as you are capable of having a swim speed.
So you really want to go like this, right?
I am now. Yeah.
And then up like that.
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I had in
Yeah,
mind.
the second one.
But
The second one.
either or.
The second one's even worse for like rowing across land.
Okay,
Oh,
fine. Here.
We're gonna need to build up some speed for this one.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna cut down some logs and
Okay.
like roll
okay.
the
Casey
boat
Jr.
slowly
going
over
over
land.
land.
Wait, can I try again now? Like this?
I think we still got some
Alright,
land
that
there, but
That's good, that's
that
good.
looks better to me.
Okay. I get the idea. Alright, so you guys managed to get, without much difficulty, across to here.
Just because I'm trying to clarify something, the serpent is in fact not in this water. It's like in a different place, correct?
There have been lore of it around the entire island.
Okay. Is there a check we can do to see if like it's anywhere close to here?
Perception?
Nature checks?
Nature? Perception?
Okay. Okay. Well, that's what
I'm
I was
looking
asking.
at the water and it's not eating us. That's my check.
Oh, what's wrong one?
What? Sorry?
Yeah, we can talk to it.
You have not seen a serpent.
Okay.
You get to hear.
Alright. Same for mine, correct?
Yeah, you didn't see it.
Okay.
What? Stop.
What?
Anyway, you start sailing across the open water, and quickly waves start forming around you, and you realize that you are no longer making forward progress.
We're no longer making forward progress.
Are we making backwards progress?
No, you actually are slowly spinning in place.
Oh, because if the boat was turned backwards but we were still making progress, that would be okay.
That's not good. Does somebody want to do a check on that?
I was gonna say, I think we might be stuck in a whirlpool.
That doesn't sound good.
So
Sounds
what
like a
would be the
small
roll to find out if
whirlpool,
we're
but
stuck in a whirlpool?
I guess nature.
Nature? Survival?
Oh my god.
Tana, you think you're going in the right direction, and you're making great progress.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this.
This is a very abnormal tide. This is not how this normally works.
Okay, so I'm gonna get creative here. I want to like
Also,
not.
Tana, or Captain Helga, for some reason you're dead. You have
I'm
0
dead?
hit points.
I have 31 hit points. What are you talking about?
No, your person on the map that I'm currently showing you has 0 out of 31 hit points. There you
About
go.
that. Okay, so how clear is the water?
The ocean water.
Right, but there's like times in the ocean when like you look down, it's pretty clear. But like,
yeah, it depends on like where in the ocean it is.
yeah.
You're
so
in
like,
deep
how
ocean.
clear is
You
the water?
can't see the bottom of the ocean
Okay.
by any means.
But like what I mean is like if I like stuck like my head in the water to like look down to see if I could see anything. Dude, how much would I be able to see? Would it be just like it's like foggy, so I wouldn't be able to see much, or like would I be able to see quite a bit?
I'm gonna guess you wouldn't be able to see much from his reaction, but I don't know.
You could go for it.
I don't have stupid stamped on my forehead, sorry.
Okay, well, peering over the side, what do we see anything? Like, is the water spinning around us?
There is
What
a
is-
slow spiraling It's current.
Okay, so how, like, I know on the map, like, you kind of showed where we were. How close to the Dragon Island are we?
Halfway between the mainland and the Dragon Island.
So, like, if I
Perfect.
hollered, could the Dragon hear me, maybe?
What?
Like, if I hollered really loud, do you think the Dragon could hear me?
Probably, but I doubt it would care. It's a dragon youngling, and you're a shouting human.
No, I'm not.
She's a
Shouting
dragonborn.
dragonborn.
I'm just wondering if I spoke in Dragon to it to, like, ask it to help us, if it would.
That is up to it, and the rolls that I would make to decide its personality.
Well, do you guys want me to try it?
Sure. I mean, unless we have some
Wait,
other way
wait,
of moving
wait,
the boat, like.
Before we try that, yeah. Wait, I just had an idea. Even though we're totally on the right course and going the right direction, I could always make ice under us, and we would slip off back into normal water.
Except for we're not going the right direction.
What? I know, but I believe that against my will.
Yes, but I am
Against
telling
my
you
will.
common sense here. We are not going the right direction.
Look at us. We're just literally spinning.
Going around in circles is not going the right direction. And I have a
Yeah,
feeling
but I
ice
can-
would make it worse.
Shrug.
Like
Could
if
you
we
turn
did it
into like a whale and like push us or something?
She hasn't seen a whale and it's too high CI.
wait, let me try here. If I was to put ice like this or something, then we would only have one direction to go, and we would eventually go in that direction.
That's assuming
And
that
get
that is the
out.
right
I
direction.
don't know that's how water works, I have to
But we
be
can
honest.
change. We can change direction later. Like we just have to get out of the whirlpool.
We don't even know it's a whirlpool though.
Yeah, we don't even know what's causing us to go around in a circle yet, you know.
Have you
think
seen a
Rocky's
fish
dead.
that you could turn into?
I have, but I don't think many are big. What's the biggest? Have I seen like a dolphin, Rocky?
No.
Like a crocodile
No,
or
no, 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 no.
something?
They're small fish. Small fish.
You could talk to one of the small fish and see if they could help us and tell us what we're stuck in.
Oh, I
Uh,
can get like a swarm of fish.
There are currently
Yeah.
no fish close enough to the surface for you to see them.
Well, she'd have to go and swim. Like, as a fish.
I can't
Right.
use spells unless, well,
You could technically
Yes,
could
well,
cast speak
if they
with
have
animals and then
concentration.
turn into a fish and then go in.
yeah. If that's what we want. I still like that ice idea, but
I have no idea what your idea even is, I have to be honest.
I don't think the ice idea is a good idea.
alright. So, I'll cast speak with animals for now.
Okay.
Actually,
Hold up. Give me a second.
Apparently we're having difficulty over here. Jim thinks that when I say I, that I'm talking about both of us.
Okay.
So is Tana going to turn into a fish?
Yeah, he was doing something. I'm worried now that I'm gonna die. But
Can we
Alright.
do like a perception check and like look in the water? Like honestly.
To
I
like
don't know.
follow
I guess we
her
never did
or
that.
like
No, to just like look down into the water and see if there's like something there or
you did and there was nothing.
yeah,
I
wait,
can help you. I can help
Okay.
can
you.
we do
Tana
no
crit.
check? Wait, let's do.
yeah, nice. That's a good one too.
Oh.
Yeah. So are you going to
Tana,
turn
you
so
don't
you're
get
gonna turn-
anything.
Detect magic.
I have a
No, I'm
rope.
not fish yet.
I have a rope that I want to tie around you when you become a fish, so that we can pull you back in.
Seriously, the fish that she can turn into is like that big.
I can tie small
Come on, I
knots.
gotta see.
It's
It's a
hempen
small
rope. No, you can't. The thing is almost as big around as she is.
Yeah, I
Wait.
don't think that would help the fish.
Can we cast
Silk
detect
rope,
magic?
if that counts for anything.
It's silk rope, then it's about half. So
It would be comfy.
you wouldn't completely mangle her trying to get that knot, but it would not stay afterwards.
Okay, you should just put it in her mouth then.
Yeah, I can always hold on to it. But,
I want to help you
before
get
we
back
finish-
into the boat once you're in the boat as a in the water as a
Yeah.
fish.
No,
I'm just trying to be helpful.
yeah, no. Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
But, let's test that magic fish to see if, like, whatever's keeping us here is, like, magical or not fish.
Didn't you get nothing from your
So-
Arcana check?
Yeah, detect
Oh, yeah.
magic is much more powerful than an Arcana check. Like, it's the difference
I
between
see.
looking at something and looking at it under a microscope. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
it's
Yeah.
I could detect magic.
that was the recommendation that literally was said 12 seconds ago.
Sorry, I didn't hear it.
No, it's
My
fine.
bad. Here we go. Booyah!
So Gucci.
Can you draw that area for me, just so I know? I'll just draw it.
It's within
30
it
feet.
said.
Let's go objects. This. No, I want this. From her. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Control Z. This. Out to there.
It's all of the boat, at least.
I'm just going to give you, like, the entire screen. Because. Pretty much the entire screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you are very, very aware, Captain Helga, that there are 2 serpentile magical beings in the water.
Serpentile magical beings. Okay.
Tana, I don't think it would be safe for you to get in the water.
Alright. I will take you up on that, and, wait, can it... Did you... Like, did she tell us there was serpents there?
Yeah, so you get a vague...
Okay.
Nope, that's not right. No, that's not right either. What is it, this one? Yeah, right there and right there at the moment.
So
Can I sense like which direction? Like, are they like kind of going in the circle, which is causing us to go in a circle, or are they like?
You can tell that tendrils are reaching out from the main bodies, but they're not moving.
Tendrils? Are they like
tentacles, I think he said.
octopuses?
Tendrils, like a tentacle, except for not physical.
Oh, okay. So, alright, I have a plan, guys. Let's all, like, sink down in the boat for a second, and then we do a surprise attack on them, now that we kind of know where the general location is. Alright, I'm just gonna use Moonbeam and
I'm
just
gonna
fry
say
them up.
that's
Alright.
a bad idea.
Yeah,
We
I think it's a
probably
bad
shouldn't
idea.
Piss the thing off.
Well, there's 2 of them.
That's like
I think they're already pissed off.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think they want to kill us, so
to be
let's
fair, it
kill
hasn't
them
eaten us
before they
yet.
kill us.
So
Maybe it's biting time.
Alright,
yeah, I suppose.
back to the ice idea. We can make a wall of ice around the boat so they can't attack us.
Yeah, I think I get the idea that if they wanted to go underneath the boat and just destroy it, they could, even if we had a wall of ice.
But wouldn't the ice like spread like under the boat? Can I do that, Rocky?
In theory.
Alright. We don't have to.
We're gonna like move ourselves
Alright.
with a bunch of ice, but
Okay,
Ostarion,
so-
I need
what if-
Ostarion.
okay.
I need you to roll me a will saving throw, or wisdom saving throw. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
Uh,
don't die.
I'll do my best to find wisdom saving throw, which I cannot see on this tiny screen. Sorry, there it is.
You hear a young child, female voice say, "Kill them."
Say kill them?
Nobody else heard it, just you.
Evil Ariel.
You want to do anything?
No, I don't.
Okay.
How close? How
I
close?
will look confused.
How close? Like, one of them's closer to us than the other one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I try and cast Animal Friendship on the one that's closest to us and like see if I can get it to stop doing what it's doing?
Is it an animal?
Or is it not considered an animal?
You don't know.
Okay. Then I'll wait.
Initiatives. If Ostarion says anything, otherwise I'll just take a surprise round, if you prefer.
I wanted to do a surprise attack.
Well,
You
if
didn't
it's a wisdom
know,
save,
and-
like, am I being compelled to do something?
Nope.
It just said something to me.
Pretty much.
Okay, I guess I'll just say I think we're about to get attacked.
Alright, then just go to initiative.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, whoops. Thought I was selected.
I can get you. It's fine.
$43.
He crit, and so I just made it high enough that it would go first unless somebody else crit.
Alright. I go. Did you get my roll? Because I wasn't selected.
I didn't. What were you? 10? I can do that.
Okay, cool. I just redid it. But I have a +1 because of the bracelet of awesomeness. +1, not minus.
+1 off your original 10.
Well, no, +1. I have a.
You rolled a
I
10
have
initiative,
normal
and
bonus.
yeah. No.
Oh, yeah.
You
Okay.
rolled a 10 initiative.
Yeah.
Alright,
Alright.
Ostarion.
Okay. I guess I'll ask more or less like where the thing is, and I'll shoot at it. If that's the route we're going.
Well, I can kind of tell you where it's at, but I can't tell you definitely where it's at or where its head's at. I just know where it is. See the problem?
Yeah. I guess I will just hold my turn and prepare to fire at like something that comes out of the water or whatever.
The first hostile being you see.
Yeah.
Okay. Get the Helga.
I mean, how, like, the front of the boat, how, does it look like, are we assuming that this is what the boat looks like that we took?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, I want to
Paid
move
10 platinum
out.
for this awful boat.
I want to move out to right here to see if I can sense anything new.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
You're fine. No, you don't sense anything new.
Okay.
You do get perspective on the thing, though, from the 2 points coming together, and so I will actually just show you these.
Those do not look like fun.
Okay. So I have perspective on them,
like-
but we still kind of don't know what they are yet.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's solely what you get from Detect Magic. You can just tell their outline using Detect Magic.
Okay.
For those of you who play Dota, it's pretty much Morphling, except for bigger.
That was my exact thought.
Oh, yeah, because it has, like, the head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Three. I
So
think I'm
it's
just
made of water, right? So,
In essence.
so I think that's all I'm gonna do this round.
Alright. Then it's their turn. Tana, does a 17 hit your AC?
yes?
Ten damage. Bludgeoning. A
10?
whip of water came out, or a solid chunk of water came out of the ocean and hit you across the back before sinking back into the hole.
Alright. That's not too bad.
Flintlocke, non-nat 20 hit your AC.
20 hits.
That'll be 12 damage, the same kind of attack. At which point, the heads of the creatures will lift out of the water. It looks like it's about a 7-foot large head peeking out of the water. That just looks serpentine in nature at that distance from you guys. And
So I get to attack it, right?
Yes, you do get to shoot.
Okay, so to start, I'm gonna Hunter's Mark it, I guess.
You can.
Whatever.
You prepared a standard action to fire when they came out of the water.
But didn't I like hold my initiative? So I still
then
have
you
my
can
turn?
just move your entire initiative turn to after they come out. So now you will have a 17 initiative for the rest of the encounter, if that's what you want.
Are you sure that's how it works in 5th?
He can either prepare an action to have it happen at a certain point, or he can stall his initiative to where it would land in the initiative order.
Okay,
Does it,
yeah,
like,
that sounds like
go back
fun,
up
yeah.
later? Or like
No.
what?
You just
okay.
move your initiative turn.
I mean, I guess that is what I would be doing, so I guess I'll do that, yeah.
Alright, then it's your turn,
Okay.
Ostarion.
I will start by Hunter's Marking this feller.
Okay.
Can I try and talk to it?
You can if you want.
I'll try and talk to it and see if it responds.
What do you say?
We come in peace.
No response immediately.
You really don't have to do this. It won't end well for you.
Silence.
Okay. I'll fire, I guess.
We need bombs.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
And then I will fire again.
Hunter's mark damage. You marked him.
Oh, I did indeed. Here, sorry, I'm just gonna do that. Oh, that was right. Okay.
That'll hit.
Six plus
Oh,
that.
they aren't that tanky. We're fine.
Plus that. Alright. I guess that's it for me.
Alright, Tana.
Alright, what would, like, doing a nature check to figure out what they are, would that be, like, a bonus action, or would that, like, take up my action?
It depends on how in depth you're going. If you're just trying to recall a creature that you've known in the past, that you've encountered in the past, just a basic bonus action nature check will get you that. If you're trying to investigate a new creature and make a connection to something so it depends on how deep you want to go.
Alright, never mind, because I don't want to... Alright, before I move, I'm going to cast a 3rd level spell slot of Moonbeam on this guy over here,
Okay.
right on his head.
Passes the save DC, so I take 9 damage.
9, yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to lay down in the boat for now, so they can't see me.
Also, can you do a circle or something where your moonbeam is, and then control the moonbeam?
Alright, 1 second. It's...
If you do draw shape and then press Alt while you're dragging, it'll do a circle.
Oh, okay. So it's right on the dude's head right now, so I'm assuming it's right about here. Ish.
It's a full 5-foot radius.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. How do I delete that one?
You hit Control Z.
Sorry. Control.
Oh, and now you're drawing more.
That's...
I don't know if we can delete them, actually.
Wait, I got it. There we go. I got it.
Oh, alright.
Alright. Can I do it in between squares, or would it have to be on a square?
On a square.
Alright. It's on that square then.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm laying down in the boat, so they can't see me. But I think that's it.
Okay. Flintlock.
I don't have anything to hit, so I'm going to step into this position and go into defensive stance and just wait to see what happens.
Okay.
The end.
Captain Helga.
Okay, 1 second. I'm reading something real quick. I'm not reading Harry Potter.
Harry Potter 2.
Did you
Not reading
increase the
Harry Potter
damage,
either.
Tana? For a 3rd level spell slot?
Huh?
I mean, I assume you did, but...
Yeah. Let me double check just in case.
Yeah, you cast
It's-
Moonbeam level 3.
Okay,
Which
I was
is
just
3d10.
I don't know
For
if that was how that
3d10.
went.
Yeah.
Like, how it worked, I mean.
Just out of curiosity, what is the intelligence score on the creatures that we're attacking?
You don't know.
I don't know if I cast that then or not. Okay, 1 second. I'm hoping this works as well as I want it to. Okay, I'm going to cast this.
Okay, so you're just going to target the 2 of them with that spell?
Yep. Because there's only
Okay,
2 I
and
can see. I
that's-
can't see anything else.
And they must make charisma saving throws. Both of them, right?
Yeah.
What's your DC?
Yeah, 14.
Alright, 1 passes, 1 fails.
Okay. So the one that fails, when it makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target must roll a d4 and subtract that number rolled from the attack roll or saving throw.
Okay.
So, and I used it as a 2nd level, so that just means I can do 1 more creature, but there's not another creature, so. So yeah, it just has to roll a d4.
Okay. Their turn?
Yep.
Alright.
Oh, the one takes damage?
Yeah, that's what I was reading for.
One moving. Yeah.
Alright, roll the damage. 12. Does it make a saving throw again, or does it use its original one?
It's the same, I think.
It makes it every time,
Okay.
Oh, just
I
kidding.
think.
I don't know
mean,
anything.
I can put up the spell if you want.
I have it. I
I
put
think
it up.
it's fine. Oh, okay.
But it passed.
Alright. So either way then, 6.
You lose sight of this one.
Alright.
No, we don't. Or at least I don't.
You see the bottom left one
It's
still?
Hunter's marked.
Oh, you keep vision with Hunter's Mark?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like track.
That's annoying.
So, I mean, it's just for me, I guess. But
yeah, you, Ostarion, you technically see it here.
okay.
And actually, it does have to rise out of the water to attack, so everybody sees it now.
Oh, all right.
1, 2, 3. Move forward 1, and yeah. No, that has to go to there. Yeah. All right. Plus, you roll 1d4. Does that decrease the die roll or just the total? Just the roll. Okay. It doesn't crit fail. It just misses really, really bad at a total of a -1. And then the other is a 17 on Flintlocke's AC.
Yeah, that hits.
Four damage. Ostarion.
Hey, when this guy entered that space right there,
Oh, that entered your threatened range. Yep.
I want to take a crack at him.
Okay. That hits.
4 slashing. That's all I got.
Ostarion.
I will shoot at this one again.
Okay.
But then after I shoot, I will Hunter's Mark the other one.
You can keep multiple 100 marks at once.
Actually, I don't know.
I know in 4th and 3-5 you can't. I don't know about 5.
It's just I mystically mark it, and it says until the spell ends.
So as long as is it a concentration duration?
I think so. Yes.
Then you can't. It takes your concentration to maintain the one spell.
Okay, my bad. Okay, I will shoot the same one that I've been shooting at then.
Hit.
Then I will shoot again.
Hit.
I hit your battleship. Alright, then I am good.
Alright. Tana.
Alright, let me do some math here. That's 40 feet. Alright, 1 second. Alright, 30 from right there to there. 35.
55, right?
60 feet, that's 55, yeah. So I'm going to move it up like that.
So if you were to cut it across like that, it would hit the front of your boat. But you can move it all the way up to 35 and then 25 across, so it ends 60 on the front space of the other guy.
Oh. Well, I was moving it like this.
You can't,
so
is what I'm saying, without tipping your boat. Because Moonbeam would hit your boat.
But it doesn't... Yeah, but it doesn't do anything unless there's a creature there.
Creature?
Like, unless the sea monster, like, it doesn't cause fire or anything unless there's something organic.
Oh.
To be
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
We had this discussion.
Yeah.
Aren't boats made
So
out of
I move
wood,
it up
which is
35.
technically organic?
Well, it has to be like
It
living.
has to be living.
So yeah.
A construct or a creature. But anyway, either way, you get your damage. Roll it.
Mhm.
And what's your spell save DC?
13.
Oh,
It's on
13.
there.
They
So
both
you-
pass.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So they take 7 or 8, whatever.
Rounded down, always.
7.5.
It
Alright,
always
so-
rounds down.
All right. And then
Flintlock.
I'm gonna hide back in the boat again. Just making sure I say that.
I'm gonna attack the one that's up and to the right. 10 on AC.
Miss.
Going to do my second attack. 22 on AC.
Okay.
He can have 13 slashing.
Anything else?
Yep, I'm gonna action surge and begin a new set of attacks. 14 on AC.
Defender.
And second attack, probably to
Yes.
defender again. I will activate my defensive stance and end my turn.
Captain Helga.
To cast on the one that's at half health. I'm going to cast this. So he gets to make a wisdom saving throw.
What's your DC?
14.
Pass.
It passed.
Yeah. He rolled in at
Okay.
18.
So it's going to take. I don't think it takes anything. Let me look.
Half damage over 3d6
Half damage,
psychic.
so we'll do that. Okay. That was terrible.
Anything else?
Nope, that's everything.
Alright, they're both going to rise, or, well, first Tana, damage.
Yeah.
And you roll d20.
Come on, come on,
13,
don't
it passes.
Alright, so 8. Or 9? 9.
Yeah, 9. It swims to here, underneath your boat. And this one cycles around with it. And they both raise to their full height. So they come out of the water, and they're about 8 feet up above the water now that they're fully emerged. And they bring down pretty much their entire body on the boat. And they will each be able to hit 2 of you. So any dexterity saving throws for that attack. From everyone.
Alright. Well,
Alright, Flintlock, you're going to take 5 damage. Tana, you take 10. Captain Helga, you take 6. And Ostarion, you take 3.
You said how much? 5?
5. Also, Flintlock, both of those moved more than 5 feet within your threatened range with that attack.
Get 'em.
They both moved more than 5 while within my reach?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
They
without
also both
leaving
moved
the reach.
into your reach as well
Yeah,
after leaving it.
I can hit them both with the moving 5 feet thing, but I can't hit them both with the moving into. So I think I'll start with the one on the left, then I'll do the one below me.
Okay. Miss. That's a hit on the bottom one, right? Is what you said?
That one is an attempt at a hit on the bottom one.
That goes to Defender, though.
Okay, and then I will. Which was the one? Which one would have entered reach first?
The one on the bottom.
Bottom. Okay, he'll get the third attack and miss.
Alright, and that is their turn. Ostarion.
Okay, I will fire at the same one. Oh, I'm sorry, one second.
Hit. And again.
Mm-hmm.
Miss.
Alright.
Anything else?
Yeah, that's it, I think.
Alright, Tana. Oh, Tana, I need you to do... How does concentration work in this edition?
Concentration, yeah.
I don't know how it works, actually. I believe it's Constitution saving throw of the amount of damage you took plus the spell level of the spell DC.
It was a 3rd level spell, and that is an 18. Also,
You
I
more than
somehow
passed.
calculated my circle.
I got it.
Alright, 1 second.
You have it right there. There you go. Where do you want to move it to?
Can I move it?
I don't know if you
Yeah.
can. I don't know. I just did that, but
Alright, you know, I'll just redraw it right there.
you're leaving it there?
Where?
Oh,
Redraw it, she said.
No, I'm moving it.
okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna move it here first, which is 20 feet. From there, 10 feet. Another 10 is
40.
40. Okay. Alright, yeah, so I can move it. So I'm gonna move it.
Roll your
down
damage.
from here.
I got it. Roll your damage.
Okay.
Wrong spell. Unless you wanted to heal them.
Sorry. I do not.
This one will take 11 damage as it failed its check, and this one will take 5 because it passed it.
Alright, cool.
Flintlocke.
I get back into the boat. Like,
Okay.
I'm going to attack. I think. I guess I can only hit the one to the down from me at the moment.
Yep.
So I'll hit that one, or attempt to, for 7 slashing.
Yeah, that hits. And 7.
Second attack,
Hit.
8 slashing.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm going to do my defensive stance and end my turn.
Alright, Captain Helga.
I'm gonna move to right here and then shift the last square. I'm gonna hit that guy with my sword.
Dexterity saving throw as you move across the boat.
Ow.
You're good.
Okay, and then I'm gonna hit that guy with my sword. Or not.
Yeah, no. Alright, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, Tana, the serpent, or first damage, yeah, you're right. There's your D20. It failed to save. Alright, the one below you is going to bash you directly over the head, Tana, with one of its tentacles.
alright.
Does a 15 hit your AC?
Yep.
Alright, then you get to take 4 damage, and you have to pass a DC 7 Constitution saving throw to maintain your concentration.
Yeah.
You're good? And then the other one will also swing at you, but it does have to move to here first. Flintlock, it enters your threatened range. It wasn't in it before.
I don't understand why they're picking on me.
Because of the moonbeam?
It doesn't make sense. No, that's the joke, Rocky.
And that's another 15. Plus 3. And that is 12 damage. And that will then be a 15 DC if you're not unconscious. Yeah, so take 12 damage.
No, I'm still good. Yeah.
And it's 15, so no, you lose concentration on the spell.
Alright.
Flintlock, also during that turn, the lower health serpent moved within your threatened range.
Didn't he?
That was last turn.
Oh, yeah.
So he can make...
I can't do it again until I get a turn. It's like an opportunity attack.
You did take a turn.
I just did the opportunity attack on it.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the 12? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Ostarion. I'm tired. Sorry.
Okay. No worries. Alright, I'm shooting the same guy.
Also, your moonbeam's gone, Tana.
Yeah, but I'm gonna recast it in a turn or two, so I'll just move it to the side for now, I guess.
That's fair.
I don't have to redraw.
Hit. Secondary.
And once more.
Hit. Anything else?
No.
Alright, Tana.
Alright. Before I peek up out of my little hiding hole down here, I'm gonna use a healing word of a second spell slot on myself.
Okay.
And that counts as a bonus action. That's in the spell. And I can
Okay.
pull it out. Yeah.
No, yeah, you're good. You're good. I know healing word.
Okay. So then I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on the one that's almost dead. If it hits.
That hits.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, it is. 7 cold damage. Alright, so the thing freezes over and then shatters and falls into the ocean around it.
Nice.
And Ostarion,
Yes.
as it dies, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, alright.
Nothing happens.
Alright.
Tana,
I'll
anything
lay
else?
back down in my hidey hole for now. Yeah, I'm
Alright.
just laying back down. So
Flintlock?
it can as well.
I'm going to attack the one that's directly below us. 9 against AC
Miss.
and 14 on AC.
Defender.
Alright. Activate defensive stance and chill.
Helga.
Okay, I'm gonna poke the guy with my sword.
Oh, this had an 18 AC. Yeah. Sending. There we go. That'll hit.
10 slashing. And that's everything.
So up to this point, anytime a physical thing has hit the thing, it just sinks through like it's water. as you would expect with a water beast. But for some reason, this sword, when it hits, it cuts like it's flesh. Alright. Then it's its turn. And it is again going to swing down on Tana. For 17 damage.
Ooh. Ooh. I am unconscious.
It is bludgeoning, which means that you're not bleeding out externally, just internally. Which means that as long as you get a spell within the a healing spell within the reasonable future, you'll be fine. But you're currently unconscious.
Alright.
Alright. Ostarion.
I'm gonna reach over and give a ye old cure wounds to Tana.
Tana, you go to 7 hit points.
Alrighty. Thank
And
you,
you're
Ranger.
conscious.
Is that I can still fire, right? Or is that a bonus action?
Cure wounds is a standard. Healing word is a minor. There's a bonus.
Okay. Now,
And-
since I have double attack, can I attack one time, or is that
No,
like, how does
you
it
have to
work?
spend the standard
It has to
action
be
on an
after.
attack.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was just making sure. All right, I guess I'm done then.
Alright, Tana, you are conscious.
Actually, sorry, I will Hunter's Mark this guy.
Nice call.
Yeah, all right, then I'm good.
Tana.
Alright. Since you can attack Ostarion, my friend, I will move it with a 3rd level spell slot and make sure it burns in pretty little flames.
It actually... No. It
Again,
barely manages to save.
Not fire.
If you had legitimate flame, not moonbeam flame, this would be dealing 0 damage the entire time.
Yeah.
Actually,
Wait, but does it actually like create like flame on it somehow?
it's a spectral flame, which pretty much means it's radiant damage, I believe. Yeah, it's radiant damage. So you're using pretty much the extreme light radiation to burn the thing.
Oh, cool. That's cool. Does it like punch holes in it?
It is pretty much, yeah,
Sorry,
pretty
this
much.
Okay.
Alright, and Tana, did you have anything else left?
I'll use healing word again. To make sure I don't die.
Alright,
Probably.
Flintlocke.
I'm gonna attack it.
Miss.
Then I'm gonna try again.
Miss.
And defensive stance, and I'm done.
And Helga.
I'm gonna poke him again with my beautiful sword.
Oh.
Well, actually, how many health points do you have, Tana?
I have
7,
12.
right?
Yeah, 12.
Attack the
No, well, I used it. But
Ah,
Okay.
I saw. I did not see any.
For the sake of like trying to save my teammate, I'm going to use Cure Wounds.
Okay.
yay!
And
I have it taking like everything.
yeah,
Well, it's because you cast
I
Moonbeam. Don't cast Moonbeam, you won't take damage.
I don't think I can attack because I did that. So
Yeah, no, that's a standard.
I applied the Band-Aid.
And that was fun.
Alright.
Yeah, no, I'm up to where I probably won't die. And now it takes damage again.
That is going to be a 20 against your AC. Tana.
Oh my god.
Your rolls.
Alright, it hits.
Yeah, that's not... You didn't see that.
I did see that actually, but you know.
That's going to be 8 damage, Tana.
I live. Did it save?
It did not save, so it takes all 5 damage. And then you...
All 5, yeah.
and then that's going to be an 11 DC
Constitution.
Constitution save.
Yeah.
Tie goes to Defender. You're defending in this situation. Congrats.
Alright.
And then it is going
Hey.
to a little bit, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Is it like obviously like? Oh
No, it
okay.
spun to face you after that. But it did sink out of anybody who's holding a melee weapon's threatened range if you are in threatened range. I'm pretty sure it's just Flintlock.
What about what?
It left your threatened range, so you get an opportunity attack.
Yeah, I want to do that. Let's see. Nope.
Alright. Ostarion.
I will take a shot or two.
Miss. Miss.
All right.
Alright. Tana's turn then? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Tana.
Alright. I will. Since I don't want to die, I'm going to use my standard action to move Moonbeam.
Okay.
So, let me see really quick. Let me see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You
Alright,
can reach any square it's on.
you get over there. Yeah, I'm going to aim right for his stupid head again.
It fails.
Come on,
Better.
please save. Yes! Alright, cool. And then I'm going to use a bonus action to turn it to, oh crap. I can't do it. What other animals do I know that don't weigh a lot but have a lot of HP?
None. Weight is proportional to HP.
Oh, let's say like
Call him Flintlocke
a
fat.
wolf. How about
Yeah.
a wolf?
He has a beer belly.
Alright, I'll turn it to a wolf for now, and I have no idea how much that. Would a bear tip the boat? Would I know that before I do anything?
Roll a wisdom saving throw, and if you roll above a 5, you know it will tip the boat.
Alright. Oh, thank you, sir. You know what? I'm gonna turn it to a mouse and hide. Just like completely hide, like under the seat or something where it just cannot hit me, no matter what it does. Alright?
Okay.
Like full cover or something.
Alright. Full cover, full everything. It can't touch me. I'll be like, I don't know where. I'll be like right here, but like underneath like the seat there, you know?
Yeah. You're fine.
Yeah, I'll look up the HP in a second.
Flintlock.
I'm going to activate defensive stance and then ready an action to hit it if it enters range.
Okay.
I guess I'm going to prepare to like poke it with my knife, my sword, if it comes back into range.
Alright.
So
Then Tana, damage.
Oh, okay.
Oh, best time for a crit.
What?
It
crit
crit its save.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's going to get to... Where is it? It's going to come to here. And it's going to use an attack to jump out of the water and dive into the boat. Which means, Flintlock, you get an opportunity attack as it does so.
Yeah, I get like 2 attacks. It's gonna be great. Watch me miss.
So
every
your
one of them.
prepared one, you get 2 attacks because it was it was your normal attack action that you prepared to use later. So you get 2
Roger that.
attacks for that.
There it
That
is.
hits.
Yeah.
6 slashing. Is that enough, or
Yeah.
shall I hit it again? 'Cause I could
That's enough.
one more time.
All right. So the boat
Alright.
fills up about 6 inches deep with water.
Oh,
Not enough to sink it. It doesn't quite sink it. Unfortunately, I needed to do that with both,
Okay.
but I wasn't ready. The mouse is underwater. Also, Ostarion, I need a wisdom saving throw.
mice can swim, I think.
Yeah, you're fine. Just to
Okay.
not 2 between the things and turn back to a human, and you're fine.
Alright.
Ostarion, you lose sight on reality.
I lose sight on reality. Okay.
You wake up in what looks to just be a black plain of nothing, and there is white mist swirling in all directions.
There it
Also,
is.
that is the most ironic combination of Constitution saving throws.
It really is.
But the white mist swirling around you, and you're not really sure what's going on, but you hear a screech of what you would assume to be about a 15-year-old woman, girl. I don't know why I said woman. That's sorry, but it's just screeching and wailing of a 15-year-old. And in the distance, you see a very thin figure walk behind the mist, and you regain vision of where you actually are, and you have fallen and are laying between the benches in the water. And that is where we're going to end the session. So again, my name is karmaticneutral, and this has been Welcome to Arenthul 5th Edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign. Have a great week, and don't forget to smash some puny goblins.